wow, wow. We always on point, wow, 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 wow. Yo, no refunds, it's showtime, we always on point. No dirt, yo, but they call me the voice. I just dropped the link, come and talk to your boy. Talk to me, wow, talk to me, wow. Shout out CM, keep it real. Shout out Priest, y'all. Go ahead and preach, y'all. When you talk to us, you better think before you speak, y'all. Wow, you better think before you speak. And all the pieces that I got them on my team, they complimentary. I walk up in the building, they feel the positive energy. Haters, they gon' hate, but they not gon' finish me. I can't let them get to me. I can't let them get to me. Now I remember them old days shooting in the crate. Man, I'm feeling like I'm Shaq. I'ma move him out the paint. Man, we doing what it takes to put some food up on our plate. Ain't no way we giving up. Ain't no way we losing faith. Cause we knowing that God got us. Something going on, let's talk about it. Man, let's talk about it like grown men. If we stick together, man, I promise we gon' win. Eyes on the prize, man, I'm always zoned in. Studio session, walking down, I be going in. Freestyling straight up at the top, don't need no pen. I'm better with no friends, I'm better by myself. We gon' make it to the top, man, only time will tell why they always playing with us. I told them don't poke the bear. OGs always give me game, I'm always soaking it in. You be hating in the chat, but you know you really a fan. Man, you going outside, hating on another man. Wow, shout out Showtime, ain't no birdie here the realest one. Why they over there chatting a fool like they Javelle or something? Wow, 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 wow. They tryna get my attention, I ain't gon' pay none. Wow, everybody put their hands in the air. If you don't like it, you can stand over there. Wow, 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 wow. Showtime, ready up, no time. Wow, wow, wow. We ain't playing both sides. No. Yeah, keep it real. Shout out, preach, y'all. Go ahead and preach, y'all. When you talk to us, you better think before you speak, y'all. Wow, you better think before you speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What's
sir. What it do? Showtime. Priest in the building.
What's good, everybody?
Shout out to the stream. Shout out to the chat. Hey, man. Showtime on Point Nation, man. Y'all go ahead and cash in on the like button. We got Showtime in the building. We got Big Priest in the building. And of course, you know, it's yours truly, Too Smart. Y'all cash in on that like button. We got a hot topic. We got a hot topic.
Man, we got a pissed off topic, bro.
Oh, man.
Man, you know, this one of them, bro. Well, I can't wait to hear people opinion on this. It's definitely open panel material right here.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, actually, and you know the crazy part about it, if you go look at yesterday's title, I had Angel Reese cryptic text. That's not text, cryptic message. Apparently she her and Kennedy Carter found out about her getting fired a day before. Cause go look at their social media. Both of them had the heartbroken emojis and all that. So they already knew what was coming, man. It's just very unfortunate, bro. Very unfortunate, man. What's good, everybody? We're gonna get to that. Well, salute to y'all, man. Everybody in here. What's good, everybody? What's good? How y'all feeling, man? Man, we're gonna talk about, man, a couple things we gotta talk about, but this shit is the Chicago Sky, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, they got a lot of question marks, bro.
No sense on what they got going on.
Yeah, so Priest, like, salute my brother. What up, Atlanta? It's going down tomorrow, Atlanta. What's up, my brother? Hey, man, Priest. So before I even get to Sheryl Swoopes, what's your take on this, y'all? You want Too Smart? I mean, I made a 5-minute video last night. I mean, it caught me off guard, but we was already speculating that was going to be, you know, the results, especially with Kennedy Carter and what Angel Reese was tweeting yesterday.
Yeah, for me, I don't know how you fire a coach it's like you set the coach up to fail, and they still, granted, overachieve, because even with Mabrey, that roster was predicted to be the Mabrey and Williams, because Williams got hurt early too. So with the team in full strength, that team was projected to be the worst team in the W. Now, she has that team fighting for a playoff berth, really up until Angel Reese gets hurt.
Right.
And at the end of the season, you fire her. Not to mention Kennedy Carter in and out of the lineup with illnesses and random things going on. Um, you have no consistency in your roster. You have to play players that probably wouldn't be playing for the Mariah Jefferson is just past her prime at this point. And
Mm-hmm.
um what's the Bond
Mulatto.
or whatever Bond or whatever.
Bond is somebody that shouldn't be
Yeah,
in no rotation.
Bonner. Bonner was getting no tick in Connecticut. None. No
None.
tick. She was getting no. She was sitting there on the bench.
And then you know what's crazy about it? We sitting here talking every single day as if, okay, this is year one of a rebuild stage. Everybody been saying this rebuild stage. They traded Marina Mabrey. What did they trade Marina Mabrey for? Pieces that fit
Did
the
they even get a
future.
draft pick for that?
They got a bunch of draft picks. So the owner, so apparently, y'all, this is what I'm getting out of this. Looks like the chairman stepped in and they made a decision. The chairman is her name was Nadia or whatever. It seems like the ownership and the chairman was the ones that pulled the trigger on this.
But wouldn't you want your two top your two first round picks to have some consistency as they try to go through this new league? Wouldn't you want them to have some consistency and guidance from a coach that as a player won a championship? You
And
know what
then
I'm saying?
right.
And you don't give that head coach the pieces. You're building your team around bigs without a point guard.
Right.
I mean, and you expect, I don't know what was the expectation.
Bro, you look at their statement, Priest. Their statement so stupid. I'll pull up the statement in a second, but bro, the statement is so retarded. Like they literally tell us on we're trying to get back to playoff and championship contention in a couple years. How the hell you gonna do that? You trade Marina Mabrey for a bunch of bench players and draft picks. You wasn't thinking about making no playoffs for real, man. If they was, they would have went out there and tried to get a point guard. You had Ashley Sims out there on the 7-day contract. You could have there are way better point guard options out there than what they had on the team. Like, let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Salute, Scott, man. I feel a lot better, man. I appreciate you asking.
You had Odyssey Sims out there.
Yeah.
That Los Angeles picked up, and they weren't nowhere near the playoffs. You could have picked up Odyssey Sims. You could have picked up players that was going to get you to whatever that goal is. But you clearly was not pushing towards a goal.
Right. Now,
without the heroics of Reese and Cardoza, y'all, you and Kennedy Carter, you're not even in that position.
Exactly. Now, Sheryl Swoopes. Now, and I watched that episode last night on she was on Angel Reese on a pilot. By the way, it was a great episode. They talked about a lot of things. I like that show Angel Reese doing because it's just showing her herself. She ain't scared to be herself, bringing on a different guests on. You know, I mean, it was good for her. But for this situation right here, yeah, man, you had all that talent out there. They stuck with them same weak ass point guards they had, and they put all this shit on Teresa Witherspoon. Man, this shit was a setup, you ask me. Now here goes Sheryl Swoopes. Sheryl Swoopes wasn't having that shit. She went off.
Spoon will always be a part of the Skytown family, and we wish her the very best. First of all, Spoon don't want to be a part of that family. You treated her like trash. Sorry, but you did. And if the expectations were to make the playoffs, win a championship, or get fired, she wouldn't have taken the job. I'm 100% sure of that.
Nobody would. That is a complete setup for failure, especially when you look at the roster that she was given and you make a mid-season trade that takes away one of your top scorers.
Jordan, but even through all of that, they were like a game or two away from getting that final playoff spot. Look, first of all, she walked into a hot mess. if you look at the history of the Chicago Sky, and I know a lot of people on Twitter have posted it, everybody is very well aware of what has happened with the Chicago Sky. Coaches don't get a long opportunity, let alone a Black female head coach. And the Chicago Sky don't go well together. And you know what's crazy is Nadia, being a Black female, can you advocate for our sister and just give her a little bit more grace? You put this statement out, and of course it's Nadia putting this statement out, right? You're a Black woman, so they're not going to come for you because we fired a Black woman. Michael Alter, where are you?
What a mess.
And so he wasn't even in the room when they fired her. It was Nadia and I don't know, Jeff, some other guy. I don't want to put his name because that may not be the right person. But I'm not going to get into all of that because, again, that's Spoon's story. But I am livid.
Man, look here, bro. That's a fact. I agree with Teresa Witherspoon. Not Teresa Witherspoon, Sheryl Swoopes. Man, that was absolutely disgusting, bro. And it's no, y'all, you can't just, even if you feel like she wasn't a great coach, bro, that was her first year. And they had it, bro, they literally projected Chicago to finish 12th. They finished 12th. They was in the 8th spot before you traded Mabrey. So to pretend like this is about making the playoffs, that's bullshit. Because if this was about making the playoffs, you would have traded Mabrey for pieces that's going to help your team win to get in the playoffs. They made a trade based off the summer. So that whole take about, this is about making the playoffs, that's bullshit. You know it and I know it. We all know this bullshit. It's y'all fault. Y'all the one that put this roster together. Man, look at this roster top to bottom. Man, get the fuck out of here. If you believe this roster was supposed to be in the playoffs, you out your fucking mind. It's obviously nobody didn't because they had them they projected them to finish last. That's straight bullshit.
And they were actually, and I'm gonna give them more credit than that, because they were in front of Indiana and they were actually pushing Phoenix to move up in the playoff bracket. They had
a great chance of making the playoffs.
Not just making the playoffs, but finishing 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
With what they were doing.
If they really cared about making the playoffs, why they didn't make the necessary moves to get the pieces? You had old girl that Indiana left. They went over there to Phoenix. She was a free agent. What's her name? Taylor. I can't think her name. She was a free agent. They needed a point guard. They could have got her. They could have got Ashley Sim. All these different players out here they could have got. You stuck with the same bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then to pretend like this is some kind of dysfunctional franchise now. No, it's been dysfunctional. That's why the players leave. You blaming this on Teaspoon? This franchise been a shithole. That's why all these players are leaving.
What you call it didn't even come in the first place. Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins, yeah.
That's why Skylar Diggins didn't come in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chicago ain't got their shit in order. Seems like to me it got a bunch of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a snake move right there. That's some Trump shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't respect this shit. I had to really think. I'm like, man, bro, it's no way. We sat there the whole year. Based off the moves they making, it seemed like to me they planning for the summer. And then the ownership puts out this weak ass statement. Just find this bullshit ass statement.
Yeah, this why you look at that? We got two chats.
Go ahead.
Got one from Louis T. Harrell. He say late to the party, got to go to the beginning. And we got another one. He doubled back with the $5 super chat. He say Louis T. Harrell says, why would you risk messing with the nucleus of the team? They rolled out for Teaspoon. That's facts, man. That's facts. We appreciate you for your super chat, Louis T. We appreciate that. But that's facts, Louis T. I agree, man. They rolled out for Teaspoon. You can hear what Angel said in her exit interview. Oh, is that the statement right there?
Yeah, you go ahead, read it. Go ahead.
Let me see if I could blow it up. Okay. Says after care. Let me read this, man. After careful consideration, we have decided it is in the best interest, excuse me, of the organization to part ways with the head coach, Teresa Witherspoon. We are deeply appreciative of Coach Teaspoon's contributions to the Chicago Sky and the energy and passion she brought to the head coaching role. We thank her for inspiring a competitive, resilient spirit across the team, synonymous with Chicago Sky basketball. We remain steadfastly committed to being a playoff and championship contender every year, and we will be embarking on a thorough search for our next head coach. Teaspoon will always be a part of the Skytown family, and we wish her the very best. From Nadia, from Nadia Rawlinson, who is the co-owner and operating chairman.
Yeah.
So you're committed to being a winner, but you alienate your best players by firing the coach that they really want to be there. So you're committed to being a champion by alienating your best players.
Do that make any sense?
Absolutely no sense.
And then this is the part that gets me right here. We're committed to being a playoffs and championship contender every year. Huh?
That's the part. That's the part. I was reading ahead while I was reading it. I almost choked up when I said, man, what?
We're committed to being a playoffs and a championship contender every year. Really? Really? So let me get this straight. Y'all built this team that was currently constructed to make the playoffs, really. Y'all really thought Lindsey Allen.
Absolutely not.
Come on, bro. Lindsey Allen.
You let Khalid Copper walk out the door.
Really?
You don't bring in Diggins. You don't bring. Absolutely not. Come on, bro.
What other coach would have came in and did a better job? Who would have got them in the playoffs? With Angel Reese getting hurt at the end, Camila Cardoso coming in hurt.
She missed the first month of the season.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. And then when she came back, she had to be worked back in. She was coming off the bench playing on minutes restriction. So everything built about that team was not built to win. They did not have the horses. They did not have no team like Minnesota, Chicago, not Chicago, New York, Vegas, Seattle, Phoenix, whatever. But this is what they tell their fan base. Come on, bro.
No, kinfolk, like who was gonna come? They said I'm interested to see who are they looking at to replace Teresa Witherspoon. Cause they finna piss off all of these next year ticket holders. They finna piss all of them off. You got people paying all these high ass tickets. They didn't went up high on the damn tickets for next year, and y'all ain't even got no direction for the y'all can't even trans. This look like
coach. Hold on, real quick, Joe. What coach will take that job given what just happened to Teaspoon?
I know who ain't gonna take it. You know who ain't gonna take it? Sheryl Swoopes. Let me tell you how. Sheryl Swoopes gonna clap back on that dumb shit. Them folks trying to see, you got these dumb ass folks trying to sell that shit. Oh, they trying to get Sheryl Swoopes. Man, shut the fuck up. Sheryl Swoopes is not finna come up here. They ain't firing her to bring in no fucking Sheryl Swoopes. These folks fired her because they want to use her as the scapegoat for whatever reason. There's some bull. They the ones that hired her. First of all, they hired her to be the they hired her to be there and help build this new regime up. And for whatever reason, they wanted to fire her. So look, Sheryl Swoopes, somebody asked Sheryl Swoopes, is she gonna be the head coach? You see what she said? Sheryl Swoopes ain't going for that bullshit. Said one of this Cheryl's about to be our next coach. That may be the only option to keep Angel in the future. She said, hell no. Facts. Why would you want to take that shit? Absolutely not. Who the hell want to be the head coach of the Chicago Sky? The way they just did Teresa Witherspoon. Ain't no way. You can't make no case that this was a good decision. This was a horrible decision by Chicago. And it puts another black eye. They already had one black eye, and they had a lot of players not want to come there. But with this new shit right here going on, man, I wouldn't be surprised Kendall Carter leave, and I wouldn't be surprised if Angel Reese Dozo said, "Let me get that. I want to get the hell up out of here."
Yep, we got a super chat.
That's wrong, bro.
Louis T. Harrell, the $2 super chat, man. We appreciate you once again. He basically just said what you said. You risk Carter leaving and Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso later. So it's sad, man. This is nasty work.
Super 7-8 said, yeah, they messed up. They about to put a white woman. You already know what they about to do. And then that's the thing I don't like about some of these folks. They try to act like race don't play a part in this whole shit. Race has always played a part in this shit, man. Y'all ain't see how they do black coaches in the NBA, in the NFL?
Same way.
They doing the same way.
The same way. In all professional sports, whenever you have a black head coach, they always seem like a lame duck head coach, especially when they signing up for a rebuilding thing. And they don't never hire them for the most part in the championship type of deal.
Come on, bro.
Never.
Let me play that Sheryl Swoopes one more time.
Spoon will always be a part of the Skytown family, and we wish her the very best. First of all, Spoon don't want to be a part of that family. You treated her like trash. Sorry, but you did. And if the expectations were to make the playoffs, win a championship, or get fired, she wouldn't have taken the job. I'm 100% sure of that.
Nobody would. That is a complete setup for failure, especially when you look at the roster that she was given and you make a mid-season trade that takes away one of your top scorers.
True,
what?
But even through all of that, they were like a game or two away from getting that final playoff spot. Look, first of all, she walked into a hot mess. If you look at the history of the Chicago Sky, and I know a lot of people on Twitter have posted it, everybody is very well aware of what has happened with the Chicago Sky. Coaches don't get a long opportunity, let alone a black female head coach. And the Chicago Sky don't go well together. And you know what's crazy is Nadia being a black female. Can you advocate for our sister and just give her a little bit more grace? You put this statement out, and of course it's Nadia putting the statement out, right? You're a black woman, so they're.
You know what they always do? They put. It's just facts. Whether y'all want to hear it or not, I don't give a fuck.
They use us against one another.
There you go. They always put a motherfucker like Nadia right there. They go, Nadia, I need you to go talk to her, and I need you to let her know we're gonna let her go.
The other guy wasn't there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they always done. I experienced that in my real life. So I know how it is. You ain't gonna tell me it's not. They always done that.
They're not going to come for you because we fired a black woman.
They always do that. Man, them folks be cowards, bro. Let's just keep it real. That's coward shit right there.
Because we fired a black woman.
Then we had AC
Michael
Wild 100.
Alter, where are you?
What a mess.
And so he wasn't even.
What you say, Priest?
I said we have AC Wild 100 giving the $2 and say the GM didn't hire Teaspoon. He wants one of his own. Then Brandon Sleep come in with another $2 and said they really did Teaspoon dirty, so dirty, shameful. Then AC Wild back again said, I wonder what Wade had to say. And the last one, Styles Black for the $2 said, man, I hope Becky go hire Spoon. Well, I said the same thing, Black.
Yeah,
I said
and look,
the same thing.
Right. And that's yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
In the room when they fired her.
You know the crazy part about it is this. Here's the crazy part about it.
Is D-Wade a part of the Sky ownership group or something?
Yeah, he's a part owner. But here's the crazy part about it. They've been making all these decisions. This I know they had something to do with this. Because every decision they make, when they put out a statement, they always have the GM's name on the statement. What his name, Jeff, whatever his name is. They had his name on the statement. They had put her name on this though. Y'all don't find that funny? Y'all put the black lady statement stamped next to the Teresa Witherspoon to say, hey, well, we ain't had nothing to do with it. That's not a decision. She's a black woman. Y'all ain't find that funny?
Like you said, they using her.
I thought that was weird.
They using her to
you see what's going on? Yeah.
If it was a white head coach, if it was Sue Bird or something that got fired, Nadia probably wouldn't have been putting out a statement.
I ain't seen him.
Let me take it a step further. Sue Bird probably wouldn't have got fired after this year, but you know, it is what it is.
Look at that. They got her name. They got her name right there. Now, the Marina Mabrey trade, go look at the statement. They got the GM name on it. Now, why would they put the black lady name on there? She the chairman. They said Jeff was in the room too, right? See, you see what's going on. Man, I think that, hey, y'all, this ain't no good look on Chicago. This a bad look on Chicago, bro. I don't care what coach they put in there. This right here ain't gonna rub them players the right way. This always gonna be in the back of their mind. And I wouldn't be surprised if Angel Reese don't want to play for them no more. I wouldn't be surprised Camila Cardoso don't want to play with them. You got pending free agents that was basing their whole decision off of staying with Teresa Witherspoon, like Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter embraced Teresa Witherspoon. She embraced Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter, she's one of them players. We know she's talented, but players need to have that bun off the basketball court. Some players just need to have that kind of good bun off the basketball court, good personal relationship with the coach. Some players need that, bro. So you take that away from them, and who you going to bring in? I can kind of guess. So then it kind of got me wondering. As I go, yeah, another thing too. Kinfo brought up, he asked me, did I see Teresa Witherspoon exit interview? Did y'all notice they dropped the exit interview after she got fired? Did y'all notice that? I didn't even know Teresa Witherspoon did an exit interview. Not too smart. You said you watched it, right? I don't know what Too Smart doing. But Kinfo said he watched it. I looked at it. I said, now all of a sudden they want to pull out that interview. If you pay attention, you really look at it, look like she was crying. You say you saw it before. But when did they post it? Did they post it the same day? Because I didn't see it before that. I didn't see it before that news dropped. they uploaded to another channel. Okay. But for some reason, I didn't see that. But she had to have known she wasn't gonna come back. I didn't even have to be honest with y'all. I didn't even want to go watch. I felt so bad, Teresa Witherspoon. It's kind of hard for me to watch that shit. Especially with Lisa Angel Reese talking about how they planning on meeting up and going over the roster and all this stuff. So y'all just told Angel Reese and the players something, knowing y'all going a whole different direction. That's some real snake shit, bro. No, it's on Chicago channel. Oh, okay. I didn't even see it. Slew the Brandon Slee said this a bad look for attracting free agents. If they will do that without talking to Angel, who is the face of that franchise? Exactly. She looked at, if you look at the thumbnail, if you click, you look on the thumbnail, she don't look too happy. Then I clicked on it like the first 10 seconds. I said, man, it's hard for me to watch this shit. I feel bad for Teresa Witherspoon. Man, this ain't gonna. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then you got a lot of Chicago Sky fans complaining because they already bought their tickets. You got season ticket holders pissed off because they like, bro, y'all telling us one thing, y'all not being transparent with the fans. Y'all telling us one thing, but y'all doing something else. Now, if I'm a free agent, why would I want to come here when you got that kind of dysfunction going on in the organization? And I don't want to hear nobody blaming no players. I don't want to hear nobody blaming Teresa Witherspoon. This shit been going on for years, bro. Before Angel Reese came in the picture, before Teresa Witherspoon came in the picture, Chicago Sky been dysfunctional. Man, shut the fuck up, you stupid motherfucker. I can bring up Race every single day because you a bitch. You a bitch. That's why. I can bring up Race all I want to. Because it's stupid motherfuckers like you. Race has always played a part. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Stop acting like a bitch. You son of a bitch. I know you see what the fuck going on. You stupid motherfucker. Everybody can see this some bullshit. You put anybody else in that fucking position, they don't make the playoffs.
Real quick show. You got Brandon Sleep with the 499. He say this a bad look for attracting free agents. If they would do that without talking to Angel, who's you already.
I read that one. Go to the other.
Okay. And then Brandon Sleep again. Yeah, season tickets for way more money too.
Taxing the fuck out of fans and you giving them some bullshit ass product. And you got stupid motherfuckers like this dude right here. They don't give a shit. They don't put his dumb ass in timeout. Get your stupid smut face ass. You look like a damn dog. Get your bitch ass up out of here. Fuck out of here. Come playing with me, bro. That shit, this some nasty ass shit. And all you fake ass basketball fans, man, y'all opinion don't mean shit. If y'all think this shit cool, y'all are full of shit, bro. Real talk. I ain't always agree with every single substitution that Teresa Witherspoon made. We all talked about that. But get this lady some god doggone grace. She a freaking rookie coach with a bullshit ass roster. She got her best 2-3 players are rookies. The fuck you want her to do? What do you want her to do? She wasn't gonna win a championship with that shit. Everybody and their mom projected them to be 12. What you want her to do? Then they always do this shit. They go ahead and get them other motherfucking coaches in here and get and let them coach a sorry ass team for 3 years and still keep their job. You got freaking coaches like the Phoenix coach. He got all them Hall of Famers over there. Can't even get a doggone playoff win, and he still keep his job. But Teresa Witherspoon got one All-Star, and she a rookie, and she get fired. with his incomplete garbage ass roster, sorry ass point guard, Dane Evans coming out the bench, throwing the ball at the backboard, all this other bullshit. Y'all blame Teresa Witherspoon. Fuck out of here, man. That's bullshit, bro.
That's a fact.
And if a free agent don't come to this sorry ass organization, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. They get what they deserve, bro. They get what they deserve. You got all these people want to support Chicago Sky, and this is what y'all do. Y'all do bullshit like this. So let's tell the whole fucking truth, bro. They did that later on. All them coaches in the WNBA, the coach over there in Washington, how many sorry-ass teams he gonna coach every year and still keep his job? Oh, I forgot. His dad in the front office. Privilege. Privilege.
Yeah, he looked like I don't know what he be doing out there too.
All these folks keeping their jobs. The coach, all them sorry-ass coaches.
He looked like he have no idea what he doing.
Come on,
the Washington
bro.
head coach.
This bullshit. I'm looking at that Phoenix. I'm like, hold on. This dude got all these Hall of Fames. He can't even get a playoff win, but he keep his job. Teaspoon ain't got no Khalil Campbell, man. She came here to coach Khalil Campbell, and then y'all traded her. Teresa Witherspoon haven't had a healthy roster all season long, but you blame
Everybody
Teresa
dropping
Witherspoon?
like flies.
Do that make any sense? It don't make no logical sense, bro. Right, the Washington Mystics have been trashed for years. Come on, bro.
The shit you try to sell to the fans just don't add up.
It don't. Now this next coach that come in there, that's gonna be pressure on him because if he don't produce, guess what? The fans gonna be on their ass like back pockets. I promise you that. And then you got the play. See, man, they done fucked up, bro. They done fucked up. They done messed up. They whole damn nucleus. They whole damn nucleus of their team, the camaraderie, all this shit fucked up. I want to, and I guarantee you this, ain't not one person in that organization gonna step up and say, hey, I made the final decision. I'm telling y'all, I already know who did it. I already know who did it. It surely wasn't no damn Nadia. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe she was the one that pulled the trigger on that. They made her pull the trigger on that. I don't care what y'all say. Every other statement they put out about Chicago, it always them damn GMs and that other guy. But when it comes to this, they want to put Nadia on that. Man, I ain't buying into that. They can fool y'all with that shit. I know what's going on, bro. They didn't pull out. They want to make a training facility. You get Angel Reese in there. Oh, y'all think y'all good now? Y'all want to? Oh, we gonna make a training facility now. Why you ain't been made one? You know, bro. Everybody knows that presentation is everything. When you're an organization and you're looking to attract free agents and build a team, you gotta make sure your presentation is all right. That's why the Clippers went out there and paid all that money for the new practice facility, new arenas, all this stuff. That stuff matters. Now you want to do a practice facility now after you scared away all the damn free agents. You had James Wade in there messing shit up. How long he was in there before they fired him? He gave you a little championship. You kept him another 2 years. He's scaring away free agents. Then you get rid of him. Then y'all blame this year on Teresa Witherspoon? That's bullshit.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. That's all I can say.
Tyson, do you know anything about WNBA? You don't. Tyson, stick to NBA. The Sky only had one free agent. One motherfucking free agent. They had a roster turnover. They
lost Khalil Copper.
They got a
lost
whole new
lot
roster this year with two of the sorriest point guards I ever seen in my life, especially Dana Evans. She the worst point guard I ever seen in basketball.
I don't think she a point guard.
Well, the fuck she is, she the worst thing I ever seen. You got her out there trying to run point guard, throwing the ball to the side of the backboard. You blame Teresa Witherspoon. Man, y'all niggas better shut the fuck up with that dumb shit. Y'all be the first. Then NBA come around. What y'all gonna do? Oh, Dog Ham shit never got fired. It's on LeBron. Man, everybody know. Let's keep it real. Black coaches, we don't get the benefit of the doubt. Let's just be honest.
And salute to Scott Simpkins. He say, I don't agree with this at all. The only thing I can think of is the 7-game losing streak, but we had injuries too. This is BS.
It's all bro. You can't make logical sense why this was a great decision.
Yeah, y'all had a ton of injuries. I mean, Reese got hurt. You had Kennedy Carter in and out of the lineup. You traded Mabrey, worst player, and Rachel Banner. You
know that
to start out the season on the injury list. I mean, she ain't have her full collection of players the whole season.
And then some people say, well, the veterans went over there. Kinfolk, what veterans? You talking about? What? Do that make any sense? How can you? Okay, let me ask you a question. Who's bringing all the money to Chicago?
Right now it's Reese.
Lindsay Allen or Angel Reese?
Right now it's Reese.
Dana Evans or Angel Reese?
Right now it's Reese.
Who's bringing the money to
the organization? If you're firing a coach because of role players, then you shouldn't be a GM.
You don't need a coach. I mean, you don't need Angel Reese then. Let's pack it up and leave. Who's making the money? You know how much money Angel Reese made for that shitty ass organization?
Yeah, revenue, ticket sales, merchandising, all that stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I ain't never heard of a role player having influence over who the coach is. That's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense. It don't make sense. This dysfunction, bro, the WNBA, bro, Lord have mercy, bro. This shit, bro, this is a shit show. A shit show. Yeah, they had Barbara night. Dang, I ain't seen them have no Dana Evans night. I ain't seen them have no Lindsay Allen night.
And the thing is, if the role players can't buy in and get down with the program, then you get rid of the role players, not the coach.
I'm not even buying that whole veterans. See, they don't, come on, bro. That don't mean anything.
It was stories about Dana Evans being unhappy, all this, that, and the third. So we did hear that. But who cares if Dana Evans is unhappy?
They word don't mean shit. Them folks already planning on doing this, bro.
That I believe that too. But
they were always planning on doing that. They just use this as an excuse to get rid of her. You ain't gonna tell me they wasn't in the plan. This was already in the plans, bro. Come on, bro. Player exit interview. Experience. Coach Rule inexperience was a problem. Here's a problem with that. Kim Folk, and I'll put it on the screen. See, here's the problem with that, brother. Teresa Witherspoon was a rookie head coach. Of course she's inexperienced. You knew she was inexperienced when you hired her.
Because she's never coached before.
Like she never been a head coach. We saw her in New Orleans with the Pelicans on a coaching staff. But this is our first year being a head coach. She was inexperienced when you hired her. What did you expect? If you don't give her, look, you gotta to make her job easier. Go out there and get her some players that's experienced. That'll take the load off of her, bro. You got rid of Khalil Copper. You got rid of Courtney Williams. Atlanta Smith left. The only two players, it's only 3 players. 3. That was on this year team that was on that last year team. Mabrey, Dana Evans, and E. Will. That's it. You knew she was experienced already when you hired her. What made you hire her? I want to ask these folks a question. Okay, what made y'all hire? What was the expectation?
They needed a scapegoat.
How anybody asked them that? Somebody need to ask them these questions.
They needed a built-in scapegoat.
It seemed like that was already in the plans. This, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. And like Swoop said, if she would have known that she was going to be on a short leash, she would have never took that job. And they knew she would never took that job. They probably did that. They probably just told her anything to bring in there. And they knew they weren't going to make the playoffs. They knew it was a great chance they weren't going to make the playoffs. They actually was ahead of schedule, especially when you had the way Angel Reese was playing. Cardoso was starting to play better.
Hold on,
then
real quick,
they
Joe.
beat Vegas.
Hold
on a second. And before Vegas, before the All-Star break, they beat Vegas. They was right there battling with the 7th spot. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, we got 656 people in here, only 155 likes, man. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come in here, you're getting the information, you're getting entertained. Hit the like button, bro.
Hit the like button.
We showed almost 500 likes, bro. Come on now.
Right. So then he said Dana is fine though. Salute to Scott Simpkins. He said Dana is fine though, LOL, but Teaspoon deserved 3 years. Absolutely. You couldn't give her another year? You couldn't, she didn't deserve 2 years at least? This was already in the plans, y'all. There's some coach out there they've been waiting on. I don't know who the coach. See, we're gonna find out in the next with a month or whatever. So we're gonna find out. It's gonna start to make sense. It's something I believe. Part of me really feel like there are some coach out there they wanted to hire last summer, but maybe things ain't work out. Maybe they couldn't get a deal done or something, so they just hired Teaspoon to be there for a year, and then knowing they weren't gonna make the playoffs, they're gonna fire her and put the other head coach in here. Then they're gonna start trying to put a championship team together. Let's just be honest. Exactly. They use her as a placeholder. We all see that. I can't wait. Now, I'm still waiting on them to release some names. They ain't released no names yet because right now they getting some bad feedback from us. We Chicago Sky fans are letting them have it.
And WNBA legends letting them have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot of people speaking out against this. They know this wrong, bro. This is so y'all. And you know it's funny. The first thing they do, they put a black lady. Well, it's a league. Most of them black women. So we gonna fall back. And now that you handle this, because we don't want them to make it seem like we got rid of her because she's black. Yeah. So you put the black woman, you got her snapping this move right here. But these folks sad and pathetic. Man, we ain't stupid, man. We ain't stupid. I see the play. Don Staley.
Don Staley ain't taking that job either. Why would Don Staley take that job?
I'll tell you what, it better be look, you gonna fire Teresa Witherspoon, you better bring in a hell of a coach that not only gonna bring X and O to the table, but also gonna be a good players coach. If they mess this up, I wouldn't be surprised. Angel Reese, get me up out of here. I wouldn't blame him either. I would not blame him. Salute to Lewis. He said decision was made during the season. They decided to go with another coaching style with a better system for Angel Camilla. I'm upset, but it's business. But here's the trick, though. Who's the head coach? Because again, if go ahead.
I don't subscribe to that because the system involves players. If you had the right players, Teaspoon knows the game. So if you had the right players, you would have been able to get them involved like you wanted to. But if you go out there with no point guard, no real shot creator, but except Kennedy Carter, you go out there without all the tools. How is she supposed to implement a system for for Cardoza and Reese? How is she supposed to do that if she don't have the players? You can't just go out there and just make believe and make something happen. They couldn't even throw an entry pass.
No. And y'all don't say Sheryl Swoopes. Sheryl Swoopes she already said she's not taking that job. She said on social media already. They not doing it. They not firing. Trust me, bro. Why would they fire her to bring in Sheryl Swoopes? Why would you fire inexperienced head coach to bring in another inexperienced head coach? That don't make sense.
Yeah, because she'll be in the same situation.
That's a bad PR move right there. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna have to bring in somebody with some kind of deep playoff experience, championship, somebody with a good resume. They're gonna have to make this firing look better. That they're gonna have to bring in somebody like that. Cause I'm telling you, it's not gonna make them players happy, bro. Kurt Miller, and the crazy thing about it, yeah, I know Kurt Miller. He got a solid resume. Thing been to the finals a couple times, the semis 3-4 times. But I don't like the way he coached in LA. And now some people feel like they did him wrong. I don't think they did him wrong. I don't think he coached well last year. And he had many opportunities. Kurt Miller had many opportunities. Sheryl Swoopes only had 4 months.
Yeah.
He been coaching in the league for years. Many teams. She only had her first job. And she only got one All-Star, and that's a rookie. And look at how they did. That's sad and pathetic. Go ahead, Kenfo.
All right, we got Brass Tax. Salute, bro. For the $5, he says, Angel now sees why Gabby wants nothing to do with the Sky. They have a different GM, but the ownership is the same. Yep.
When you see a organization dysfunctioning like this, it starts from the top. It always starts from the top. If the top not doing their part, ain't nothing else gonna work. Yeah, they won that championship in 2021. But what have they done outside of that? They messed that. They messed that whole roster up. After that, man, you folks. And then this is the crazy part about it. When you listen to the GM, I listened to it as an interview. He was beating around the bush with the questions. He wasn't being transparent with the fans. He wasn't being transparent with the media people. They asking him direct questions about the roster. What are you looking for in the draft? It's like he didn't really want to answer the questions. The way they move is very slimy. And Chicago Sky, they slammed out. We got to be honest. They real slammed out the way they move. That whole exit interview, it was weird to me. Now it makes so much sense. Even when they asked about Kennedy Carter, he said, well, Kennedy Carter, she had a good season, but we'll negotiate with her later. Huh? If you really want Kennedy Carter 100%, you say, oh, for sure, Kennedy Carter
will be back.
A player we would love. Yeah, we would love to have back. We definitely looking forward to talking to. It's like it was kind of weird how he answered the question as if he don't really want Kennedy Carter. It's like they got another plan in mind or something. It was kind of weird. And they need Kennedy Carter. If you let Kennedy Carter walk, you better replace her with Kelsey Mitchell or something. That'll be a bad move.
Salute to Paper Sack Brown with the $9.99 super chat. He said, salute Showtime, Angel Reese. Black folks present great ideas. Management, white folks gonna take all the credit. When said Spoon need to be tougher, give tough role to new white coach.
And I want it. Look, they can't hear the thing, Priest. She said, "Look here, bro. I don't even have to." And I see what you're saying, but Kim Folk, even if she was coaching them tough, I just don't believe she was going to keep her job. I'm not buying it. This is all part of the plan, bro. Don't we got another super chat?
Let me see.
Y'all.
I don't see another one. Hold on, let me double check.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. He just Tony Benzino, salute for the $4.99.
Yeah, salute Miss Tony Benzino. He ain't leave a message, but salute to y'all. Now I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all, I'll open up the floodgate for y'all. Y'all want to come in, give y'all opinion on it. The floodgates is open. Hit the link. Salute everybody going by her ass interview, Miss. Yeah, I ain't even check on it. But man, this is unbelievable, y'all. It's some weirdo shit going on in Chicago, bro. What's good, OC?
What's up,
OC? What up, homie?
Salute.
What up, my boy?
Yeah, this shit crazy, man. They better keep Carter. They need her.
Like, what do you take from them firing Teresa Witherspoon? Do you feel like that's the right decision? Do you feel like
Hell no, I don't think that was the right decision. Because she was bonding with those players. And and not only that, but you know, she was a solid coach. I think she did her job pretty well. I don't know why they fired her. I don't even understand what the program is. What do you plan on doing?
And here's the thing,
they understand either.
They ain't give us no direct answer. They just said, we want to make the playoffs. We want to win championships every year. We want to be in position.
Plan to make the playoffs.
What was the plan this year? I want to see. You know, it's crazy. The media, they was trying to put him in the trick bag because they asked him. They said, "Hey, so are you seriously going to look to put a roster together next year, or?"
Hey, you got background noise, Louis.
You gotta change that.
You go back and watch the interview. Because look, the media folks feel like the fans. They like, man, we know y'all traded Mabrey for them draft picks with intention of not making the playoffs. So they're like, okay, so what are you gonna do next year with them high ass tickets? Are you planning on putting a roster together, compare the roster together so y'all can be in contention to make the playoffs and win championships? He ain't give no direct answer. Now they ain't answer the questions. Not one time.
Like they got a plan. Like they don't even have a plan.
There you go.
They just doing stuff willy-nilly.
Salute to Miss Tony. How you doing, Miss Tony?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. What's your take on it?
It's a shit show. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Couple of things I noticed that the WNBA needs to have some type of policy that protects coaches, especially rookie coaches. You can't expect a rookie coach that you gave her lemons and then she's supposed to make lemonade champions.
Right.
This is where I know that that whole statement came from the front office was bullshit, why did you go and get Davis to come on the team? And then when Jeff sent her a message, his message to her was, "Can you shoot?"
Mm.
And she said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, that's all I need to know. Pack your bags, come to Chicago." So if you had the great team that you so-called claiming you had, right? Why go get somebody else?
Exactly.
Great point.
Right? And it's I'm just confused for us Black people, right? We don't have all these multi-millionaire Black people that we have. None of them can own the sky.
Well, they said D Wade is a part owner, but I don't know what percentage he has.
Now, come on now, D Wade, he must be able to pay and be total owner of it, because as long as you have a Caucasian running this, it's going to be confusion. At the end of the day, it's going to be confusion.
I think the problem is when you have these people who don't know basketball, don't know how it works, running it. Because when you have a team that is projected to be last in the W, then you say, well, we want to have a championship team every year. They were projected to be last when she came in the door.
How they predicted to go to championship when you didn't have I'm not even talking about the rookies. I'm talking about the veterans that you had on your bench. And when your rookies went down, when Kennedy went down, none of them could win the game.
No.
Right.
The only game they won without Reese was what Kennedy was in the game. So when Kennedy went down, you couldn't even win a game. You couldn't even win a game.
They were getting destroyed too. It wasn't even like close.
Slaughtered out there. And that was your opportunity. That was your time to shine and say, well, I'm gonna show you, coach, that I know how to play.
Right.
And you didn't even come up and do it. And then it's like I don't understand this. This whole league, I'm new to it because I'm gonna be honest. I followed Cardosa and Angel over into the WNBA. Right? I was an Aces fan when they won I think it was the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I wasn't watching it more than so until Angel and Cardosa came in. And I'm telling you, you can't continue to do things like this will affect your players at the end of the day. It's going to affect their psyche. They're not going to trust you as organization. How can any one of those players trust you? Because they're going to be looking at like, man, if I don't play a certain amount or do a certain amount of things, my butt is gone.
Right.
And which coach you gonna come and get to come play there, knowing that it's going to take a miracle to get them to the championship?
That's the question right there. What coach is going to take that job?
We don't have players like the Aces. We don't have players like the Liberty. We don't have players like the Lynx. We don't have players like the Suns.
You're not going to get them with moves like this.
The Storm or any one of those top 6 teams. We do not have the players. And if you want to get people into there, you have to present. You have to have something to present to them.
Right.
Whether it's a coach or whether it's a player, it's ridiculous. And then you come with this lame ass excuse.
It's Mark Jackson all over again.
You know, crazy, Miss Tony. People in the media was bragging about Teresa Witherspoon building a coach. They was bragging about that. Like they thought she did a good job. So this is not one of those things where the media is getting down on Teresa Witherspoon. They putting pressure on the organization. They need to make change. They was bragging like she literally got props because everybody feel like she did way better than expected.
But she did
incomplete roster.
because they were slotted to be number 12. We got to number 7. And then we went down to 8. And we were in the 8th position until everybody got injured.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me salute to Pac. He said Spoon is a player's coach. Salute to you for the $5. He said Spoon is a player's coach. They want a coach that cares less for the players. Salute to you, Pac, for the $5. And then we got Brian Allen Hines with the $10. The Sky have to hire a coach who wants to coach two second-year players and 2 incoming first-round draft choices, not to mention a player of Kennedy Carter personality. First of all, you don't even know if Kennedy Carter gonna want to stay there, given what just happened. So that's the tough thing about that.
Go ahead,
Brian Allen Hines.
Now, Lewis, you go ahead and go, man.
For me, that's number one, man. You got your team, your players bringing you the money. I mean, everything that everybody said is true. You got the players, you got the fans. Everybody was excited, regardless whether. I mean, I was down that they didn't make it to the playoffs, but you see what happens. That's sports. People get hurt. You got a new coach. You got 2 outstanding rookies. Yeah, they need touching up and all that. You had no point guard. Every point that everybody made is that. But you making these kind of moves right now, soon as it's over. I don't know when her interview came out. I saw it. I saw the interview. I watched it, and then I seen it through you show. The joint popped up. I'm like, what? Like, this is crazy. This is ours. That's how I saw it. But you don't put nobody out on the first go round. You're a rookie. They rookies, and you weren't expected to do as good as you did, and you did. While I was at work, I'm looking through the media on my phone to see who would even talk about it. And the only people I seen was on YouTube talking about it. But even on the media shows, I looked on First Take. I didn't see nothing about it. I would figure they would say something about it, being as though they were so hyped up with all the other mess. But you didn't see nothing about it. So
it's
like you saying, was it in the plans?
It's not part of their narrative. They have a narrative.
Right,
They're a bunch of uncles and aunties.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Please that big boss, and that's
we know that.
Part of their narrative.
But still, that was a part of your juice. You would figure just to have something to say about it, you would even say something about it. The fact that didn't happen, that bothers me too. You know what I mean? I got to look at it from all angles. But they did her dirty. They're gonna have a problem with getting people. You already had a problem with getting people in there. That's number one. People didn't want to come there and people wanted to leave. Now you threw a wrench in with your best 3 players. Come on, man. Who does that? That's crazy. That's it, man. I love this podcast, man. That's all I want to say. I'm about to get off and finish watching How I Watch.
I appreciate it.
Man, I'll be on here. It's crazy.
That's a fact. Yeah. What's good? I'm going to Daily, Miss Daily Dose. I'm going to Scott Sim. What else, Miss Daily Dose?
Y'all can hear me.
I can hear loud and clear.
How y'all doing? I'm not gonna stay on long. I just want to say it's very heartbreaking, and the reason I'm so upset is because I know how Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter and all of them, Cardoza and all of them look to Spoon, to kind of help them through their journey with the basketball. So it's kind of like I'm upset about it, because they really needed Coach Spoon.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so that's the heartbreaking part about it. To me, if those players, talk about how Coach Spoon inspired them and how she is with them, why would you? And then that's your star players. That's the ones that's actually helping the team win and succeed, and you're gonna let her go. Like it's just confusing.
Right.
And I don't think he wanted to keep Kennedy Carter, because when he did the interview, just like Show said, it just seems like he didn't want to keep her. Just the way he, the way he spoke about it, it was like, like he wasn't going to keep her after this year.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
like. It just seemed like that to me. Like,
I agree.
That's exactly.
You listen, Miss Taylor Dose. If you listen to him, he didn't sound like, you seem like somebody that's interested in keeping a player. You say, oh, absolutely. I'm very impressed what she brought brought to the organization this year. She was out of the league for a couple of years, and we definitely want to keep her going forward. I was expecting that.
Right. And to me, like I said, if he wanted to keep her, to me, the way he spoke, it was more like a, like he was gonna let her go, like a farewell speech. Like he wasn't gonna keep her. Just the way he responded, you could tell, like as if he really doesn't want to deal with her. It was more of Spoon that wanted to deal with her. And if he knew he was letting Spoon go, it just seems like he wasn't going to keep her because they already had it in the plans to let Spoon go.
It reminds me of the way the Clippers acted right at the end with Paul George.
Yeah, so this is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's hurtful.
Salute the
Big Cheese for the $10. Said, "What's up, everyone? They're hearing the outrage over this firing. They're going to cover their tail by hiring another sister. Watch and see."
Hey, that'll be
who
crazy.
though?
Who? But yeah, the question is who? Because she better have experience. You fired her because she didn't feel like she was inexperienced, right? Even though you hired her knowing she was inexperienced.
Maybe Cheryl Miller.
Go ahead.
I don't think Cheryl Miller take that job though.
No. Hold on. Let her break it down. What up, Miss Lewis? Go ahead.
Okay, it's Lois.
Lois, I'm sorry, Mom.
I've been first off, show. I've been watching you all season. It's my first real season with the W. I came because of Angel Reese. I used to watch a little back in the day with Sheryl Swoopes and Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, all of them, but I left the W. I basically was watching the NBA. But so the season this year been great. I even went to my first WNBA game. Went all the way from Mississippi to Chicago to watch.
Oh, okay.
I was there the night that the day that New York was determined that she was not going to continue her double streak. So anyway, but like I said, the whole season has just been very entertaining. I was very upset when I first got the news about them firing Teaspoon because I was so hopeful, for the changes they were going to institute during the summer and try to get everything going right for next year. But after I thought about it, I see it either two ways. Either number one, Spoon did something between the end of the season to now that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Or number two, they already made this decision during the season that they wanted to go in a different direction. And the only way it'll be okay with me is if it was a situation like with the Mark Jackson in Golden State, where they wanted to go a different direction because they could see that this team was very special and they needed somebody to take them to the next level. And we see what happened with that. So because everybody can see the potential with Angel, Camilla, and maybe Kennedy, if she can keep her emotions in check. Everybody can see the potential of this team. Chicago, the sky is going to be the destination. So I feel like that they got this really good coaching staff that they want to bring in that's going to take them to that next level. That's my idea. Other than that, it makes no sense.
Right.
That's another way to look at it.
Yeah, I agree with your take. They make some great points. Hey, Scott, my boy Scott, what up, Scott?
Hey, what's up, fam? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Much better than I was yesterday. I woke up throwing up, man. I feel much better today.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you, bro.
What's up?
Let me first say, man, I enjoy the channel. I enjoy the content for sure, man. I've been a subscriber to you for like the past 3 months. So I really love what you bring, man, and everybody that's on here, man, love the points and all like that, man. So keep doing what you're doing, fam, most deaf. So here's my thing, man. After watching the exit interviews, there were some key things that Kennedy Carter said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many of you guys have ever been in a relationship or broke up with somebody, and then they said, "Do you want to try this again?" If you really love that person, you all in. You head on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, babe, I want to try it again. Let's do this. Let's make this work. So when they asked her, did she want to stay here? She was like, "I want to be where I'm wanted." Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be where I'm wanted. So if a team wants you, they're gonna let you know they want you. Just like when old boy got up
Fine.
on the podium and said, "Hey, look, well, we might, yada yada." If a player is balling like she is, regardless of what her attitude is, because everybody in the league got a little piece of attitude, whether it's
Right.
tough, whether it's harsh, whether they got a mouth on them, but as long as they putting points on the board and they helping your team win, man, you can work with an attitude, man. Everybody, MJ had an attitude, Kobe had an
Right.
attitude, all your premier scorers that can ball got attitudes, and Carter got a little attitude, she a little hood. But here's the
Right.
thing, man. It's like you want somebody like that on your team that's not going to let anybody bully your teammates, bully them. You know what I'm saying? You
You
want to go
need
in there
that
and fight
toughness.
for it. You need toughness, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the other teams got what's the girl name? The Q one, Janae or whatever like that for Connecticut. She's tough. You know what I'm saying? She
Oh,
poked
Dave's
Caitlin.
not caring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. She tough. All the other ones tough, man. It's like, come on, man, stop with the foolishness. It just seemed like to me, it just seemed like this. It seemed like the players either heard something because after Angel went down and they came out and dominated the next game, and you had Izzy where she went off for like 20-something points and all like that, then the next game, everybody just like kind of laid down and everybody injured. I hurt my foot. Oh, my shoulder. I know Angel was injured for real, but it just seemed like either they heard something in the background, Teaspoon said something to them about something that was very foggy in the background, and they just said, "Oh, we're not gonna have this, and we finna set it down," because we still had a shot to make the playoffs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It just seemed a little fishy. And then you come up and let a coach go on her first freaking year that did decent with the hand that she was dealt. We
Right.
all sat there and watched. She went from 12 all the way up to the 7th seed, and we was one game behind to make it to the 6th to get over Caitlin Clark down. We was right there. And then the injuries happened. Now, granted, after the All-Star break, we was I don't understand what the losing was about. I don't get that. But the thing about it is there was no trades or no players brought to this team to help elevate us more than what we were in before the All-Star break. And I just think that was detrimental to this team. I don't know if it was a sabotage by the front office or whatever like that, but to let this lady go, and I've been a WNBA fan since this started. My sister got married on the day the WNBA started, and I tried to get her to change the date, sis, so I can watch the game. But she wouldn't do it. She went ahead and got married. But I've been a fan the whole time, man. So I've seen the progression, and I'm like, come on, man, this ain't how it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to give a new coach at least, like my boy said, 2 or 3 years to get your players in there,
Right.
to get your
Right.
system in there, to get that pot stirred up so you can actually see your work and they let her go. I just don't get it, bro.
I don't.
They talking as if they're championship contenders and underachieved. They ain't underachieved.
At
No.
They
all.
overachieved. They was projected to finish
They
last.
overachieve. Right.
they overachieved.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
did.
kind of weird.
That's why I don't think it's not about Teaspoon. I don't think like it wasn't about the performance. That's why I feel like they made this decision during the season. Like I think that's why they made the Mabrey change, because they knew they were going in a different direction at that point.
Do you think so? You don't, okay.
But to trade a player and doggone throw the playoffs away and then fire the coach, that don't sound right to me.
Right.
I hear what you're saying, Ms. Lois.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense. It just seems like they didn't want to make the playoffs.
Right. They didn't. Cause look what they traded her for. They traded Mabrey for 2 backups.
Right.
Look, they ain't even try to bring balance. They literally brought 2.
Not
right.
playoffs is the only way that they were going to be able to get a top pick this year. Because their pick goes to Dallas.
Right. Right.
So the only way that they were going to, and I don't think that they let Teaspoon know that they were trying to tank.
Right. She just hit it on the nose. I was about to say that. Yeah, they set her up.
They set her up for failure.
Right. Right.
What you think about that, Days Dose? What you were saying?
No, that's what I was saying. I'm saying it seems like they set her up for failure. Like they already knew they weren't going to make the playoffs. They knew they only needed her just to take that spot. They knew they were going to let her go. Like it just all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That they were going to tank at the end.
But here's the thing. Go ahead, Kenfo. Go ahead.
It's like this, fam. Look, I coach basketball for a few years. My highest level is high school, and they are looking for me to be the boys basketball coach in my high school now. Now I've coached and then football as well, right? You want a coach that know how to get inside their head and develop relationships with your players to do what? Pull out the best out of them. This lady went and got Kennedy Carter to calm down and put up 20-something points per game before she got injured. You got Angel Reese to calm down every night, even though she, you know, of course, we all know we can work on layups, but who can't work on stuff, you know what I'm saying, in their life to get better. But you got the best out of Angel Reese as a rookie. You got Carmela Cardoso to start playing better towards the end. You got this team that was made up of just little pieces here, a little piece there, a little piece there, a little piece there. She got them to almost make it all the way in there. And then you stumped on her like a goddamn cockroach. It seemed just like what y'all saying. They set this lady up for failure, but she was doing the best she could not to fail.
Right.
And I think
That's
those
crazy.
relationships, those personal relationships off the basketball court matter. I think they had a great bond in that locker room.
They did.
And that's what I'm concerned about. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned that Angel Reese, Cardoso, and whatever rookies they get, I'm concerned they might not have that same kind of
bond with the coach.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm worried about.
So I agree.
Right, because I know, like what he was saying, just to piggyback on what he said, I didn't play sports, but all of my kids played sports. So I'm just familiar with the basketball because they played. And I know as a parent, I'm not going to say I didn't mind my kids having coaches that weren't, like Coach Spoon was, but the ones that were like Coach Spoon was is the ones that I love. And we still, have a relationship till today. But the ones that I know is just out there just to make a paycheck for the, like if they coach for the school and stuff
just
like
doing
that.
their job.
Like, yeah, my kids high school coach, we got into it. Me and my husband and the coach, well, not me, but my husband and my sons and the coach got into it because we knew he didn't have a love for the kids. Like they had coaches before that would bring them to their homes, and some of them wanted my kids to live with them, like it was just that, the way it was. And I'm like, this guy, like you could absolutely tell, like not just me, the other parents were saying that he just wasn't a people's coach. You could tell he was only out there to make the money. So a lot of parents tried to get him fired because he was just not a good coach as far as having relationships with the kids.
Right.
So that's the kind of coach you want to have. Like I don't know.
It's important, like Sho said. It's important.
Did you listen to all the exit interviews for Chicago Sky? And they asked each one of them what did they think about Coach Spoon's first year. Did y'all listen to those interviews?
Yeah, I did.
None of them were like, high praise. I was shocked myself.
Right.
None of them was like, oh, I think she did a great job.
I agree.
They were all like, well, for a rookie, I guess, it's always going to be ups and downs. Like none of them, the Angel and Camilla were and Kennedy,
right.
Camilla and Kennedy were the only ones who praised her. And so, they did the exit interviews with us. They also did exit interviews with Teaspoon and the general managers. Mm-hmm. So I don't think Spoon got a lot of high praise from anybody except, the main three.
I absolutely agree, because just to piggyback on that, if you think about it, like even on social media, that's the only ones that have came out and said something. I didn't see Camilla say anything yet, but the only two I see, It was the same ones that talk good about her in the exit interviews.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them, like I've seen a couple of them on social media, like Izzy, she just was putting something like today
Right.
is a good day to be alive. And I'm like, what?
She said that?
Just
Brianna Turner, who's always on social
yeah,
media,
her too.
nobody mentioned it but Kennedy and Angel. And Camilla, I think Camilla's gone out of the country already. I think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see her, but like, yeah, like even like you said,
anything on her behalf.
Brianna's talking
Oh,
about
she came.
racial.
Camilla came on social media. She said that she would stay with this guy, but she was really disappointed.
Who said that?
I didn't see
Camilla, because she has an Instagram.
Oh, she okay. I didn't.
But
see
she's
it.
in Brazil.
Yeah, that's what I knew. She was going out of the country, but the other ones out of the whole 12, those are the only 3 who have
right. So that says a lot.
So I don't think they gave her good reviews when they exited.
Well, those are the jealous veterans.
But they role players.
Right.
They should have no
there could be
kind
some
of control over who the coach is.
There could be
Right.
some things that they reported to management
They
that we don't know about.
Right, and that's what I think. I think they're the reason that she's being. I'm not gonna say they're the only reason she's being fired because it just seems like they set her up for failure. But I think they have a lot to do with it. I think a lot of them went against her. She probably only had those 3 that were for her, and the rest of them said bad things. That's what I think.
But I mean, you should be ashamed as a veteran. You should be ashamed if you were a veteran. Veterans supposed to come in and be a mentor to the rookies.
Right.
You have rookies trying to tell you, "Come on, get out of your head, go back and do it again." None of them did that, and then you make excuses, and then you try to say that the fans attacking you when you on Twitter. Clap back in with the trolls. I'm like, do you not know trolls from fans?
On her podcast said that she didn't have any rookies. I mean, she didn't have any vets to lead her when she was talking.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Lois, hold on. You said something right there. And Lois, I caught that, and I had to rewind it back, make sure I heard the clip. Clearly what she said. Now, hold on. Well, Miss Amy Sue, because I ain't my bad, Miss Amy Sue. Salute to you for the super chat. He said, "Can we do anything for Teaspoon now?" I don't know. We doing something right now. We calling them out.
Right. Yeah. Protest. Unless the only thing you can do is call up the place and protest. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. That's Sky fans, right?
But Miss Lois, I want you to break that down because I listened to the whole episode from beginning to whatever 32 minutes.
Oh,
now talk about that part.
Angel was spilling all kind of tea talking to Sheryl, but the part where Sheryl said to her, "You really didn't have any vets," and Angel said, "No, I didn't. I didn't have any vets." Once E. Will went down,
yeah,
didn't have any vets, and she said, especially not in her position, but even
there you go, bam, bam, Miss Lois,
not have any vets.
Miss Lois, I ain't mean to cut you out. Repeat that again. She was very specific. She said, "I didn't have any."
Once E. Will went down, vets. That's why she was so happy when Rachel Bannum and Mariah Jefferson came in. Did y'all see the interview she did with Mariah? I mean, with Rachel when they first had that first interview together, and she was saying they were telling her about their experiences that they had as rookies, and she was shocked because she couldn't really relate to what they were saying because she didn't have those vets in her locker room. Her and Camilla didn't have those vets.
Now she said she ain't had no mentorship in her position.
Nope. And
why would she say that?
Izzy plays her position. Now I like
that was crazy.
I liked Izzy all season long. I was totally thrown for a loop when Dana said that in the post conference because I really didn't see a lot of hatred and critique for Izzy during the season. I saw a lot of praise for Izzy. I was totally thrown for a loop when she said that.
It seemed like to me that I'm not saying this would happen, but I'm when she said that, I said.
But then I thought about it. She did take Izzy's position. Izzy let a rookie come in and take her spot.
Izzy, and then when Izzy got back in the game, when Reese got hurt, she started shooting the ball like she was Nafisa Kaya or something. She just get the ball and shoot it. She just like she Asia Wilson. She just out there taking all the shots. So yeah, Izzy be tripping. But real quick, McLovin, shout out to you for the $4.99. He said, I think the goal was to tank this season out to get a good draft pick, but she did too much and led too loose. A good pick.
Y'all hear me in the panel?
But not
yes. Salute my boy Roger.
What's up, man? I wanted to touch base with y'all on some stuff. I just got some info from one of my guys that live in Chicago, and he actually worked.
Oh yeah,
where they play. A lot of this firing got to do with. I said this earlier, like maybe a week ago when we was talking about this. The players, some of the players, and they wanted her to lose, and she didn't lose enough. So they did want her to tank. They wanted her to tank.
They fire you for overperforming.
They wanted her to tank, and she didn't tank. And it was a few players on the team had a lot to say about her coaching methods.
Yeah,
those veterans.
Sense.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's veterans enough, but I just know it's a couple of players, and one of them, from what I heard, a couple of the players were people that actually played, that actually did play.
But Raj,
I can kind of figure them out.
Raj, you know what's crazy about that? Say if they do tank and they be the worst team, they will not be able to keep their pick if the lottery balls bouncing their way and they get the first pick. That's gonna go to Dallas.
I don't know what
they gonna switch.
That's why they traded.
I don't know what to think. I don't know what the process was, but I think they had something in cahoots about this little draft that's supposed to be coming up, and Teresa Witherspoon didn't do what she wanted them to do. And that's another one of the main reasons why they let her go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense that she didn't lose. That makes sense.
But she said that in every post game that she don't like to lose.
What up, bro, dog?
Yeah,
she
did
have
say
a
that.
to throw in.
Her competitive attitude to not want to lose is basically, from what I heard, cost her job.
Wow, that is crazy.
Them soft veterans, man. Them soft veterans.
And a couple of the players on her team that went to the state golf when they had their interviews complained about her coaching methods and a whole lot of
Dana Evans, she said she wished the coach gave her some grace. Baby, you've been there for 5 years, baby.
It had something to do with the players and the fact that she did not lose enough.
I wonder if maybe if he's saying it was one of the ones that played, I wonder if it was Camilla, but only because she was too soft. Y'all don't think because she was.
I don't know which one per se, but I don't know who. He didn't get no names. He said, but it's a couple of the players, and they actually played every game, pretty much every game they played.
It has to be like
It could have been Lindsay Allen.
Like Dana.
It could have been like Lindsay Allen.
Yeah. Dana.
I think it's Dana and Izzy.
Dana.
I think it's Dana and Izzy.
Yep, Dana
and Izzy. It's them because they're the same two that did that great performance at the last game.
Right.
I mean, boo-hooing, crying, and doing all that. They should have got a damn Oscar just for that damn performance.
See what this tells me, y'all. They had something in cahoots going on about this draft. This is why they wanted her to lose. They had something going on in cahoots with this draft.
But she wasn't going to get paid because if you even if you tried to get Dallas still has that option to take that away from you.
Right.
So that didn't make no sense. That just tells me that whoever is in management, they actually need somebody who knows about basketball because you can't have a business person talking about basketball. Those are two different things.
Yeah, it was no way she was going to get Paige Beckers.
No way we were going to get Paige Beckers.
Yeah, I actually found this out early this morning. We're talking to him because he actually works for the place that they play where they play at. I was like, wow. He was like, mess up. He said it's a big mess with Chicago Sky Rights, a mess.
So we know it's credible information if he works there.
Yeah, he works at the place they play.
Wow.
Now it got something to do with the front office, right?
Yeah, front office, a couple of the players, and like I said, the fact that Witherspoon didn't pretty much they basically saying you didn't do what we actually told you to do.
The
Pretty
same
much.
way like
Hey,
the
there it
same way
is.
like Buddy got fired from the Miami Dolphins because they tried
There it
to
is.
get him to lose football games, and his competitive nature would not allow him to do so.
Yeah, and that
And
was Teresa Weatherspoon's problem. Her competitive nature wouldn't let her do that to her
Right.
people, to her team.
And to the fans, because a lot of people thought they were tanking anyway, so she
Yeah.
didn't want to tank. You
And
know,
she
for
didn't
the
want
sake
to,
of the fans,
but
right?
they wanted her to, and she didn't want to. That's what cost her job.
because typically when a coach overachieves, that gets them more
But that's
Kimbo.
crazy.
grace
That's
and leeway
crazy.
with
You
their
were
job.
you were scheduled to be number 12. You got to 7. You got to 8, and you ended up in number 10. And I mean, why would you fire somebody because you reached at they? I don't get it.
What it is, I think they trying to do like an Indiana Fever thing. How they kept getting back to back number 1 draft pick. I think they trying to work some stuff out like that. And the fact that she didn't lose enough kind of pissed them off. They're like, we gotta let her go. She's not doing what we asked of her.
That's probably what.
You know what? And I believe you on this. You know why? Because the moves make sense. What
Yeah.
you saying? The type of moves
People that they brought in when they traded
Yeah.
Mabrey, I'm like, why would you trade one of your best scorer on the team and bring some 2 people in here that don't even equal to the amount of people
Wanna
that
get
the
a
scoring that she
playing
did?
It's all adding up, right? And then even when they y'all, they had a couple of players, Odyssey Sims and all of them. Like people
Yep.
kept saying, why they didn't get her? Like she's really good.
Yep.
Like it just didn't make no sense. That
I
Jefferson
kept
girl,
saying that.
I mean, they bought the Jefferson girl, and I think that's her last name. And like they said, they only asked her if she could shoot.
That's Davis. That's Davis.
Oh, Davis, yeah.
Hey, so y'all remember when we was talking about when they traded Mabrey? Y'all remember when we was talking about when they got rid of Mabrey? And I kept saying that didn't make sense to me. I'm like, that don't make sense to me. Why would they do that?
Right.
To this day, it just never made sense to me.
Right, but we know now.
You got rid of one of your best scorers on the team. But now when I hear this, okay, it makes sense.
But 2 point guards that wasn't getting playing time like that.
Yeah, because
They didn't even
Mariah
average
Jefferson.
They didn't even add.
Because if you get Mariah Jefferson 5 years ago, that's a good deal. But not right now.
Right.
I mean,
then they got two. They got a draft pick, and they got another draft pick in the first round. And he kept. If you listen to what he's saying, he was excited about talking about these draft picks. The GM.
Yeah, that's what I'm
look
saying.
at that interview.
Yeah,
He was
that's what I'm
excited to talk
talking about.
Draft picks.
They were supposed to have something going on to where they finagle these picks somehow.
You can't have a bunch of rookies on your team and not have worthy veterans to back up.
Right.
I mean, it's fine, yes, because we want the young ones. We want them because they're fast. We got that. But you still need a couple of senior veterans that know how to play, know how to do certain things that the rookie's not going to know. And
they could take the rookies up under their wing.
Right. And think about it, like when Angel Reese got hurt, and then even when Kennedy Carter and Camilla got hurt, that was their chance to step up. Then they still didn't do nothing.
But they wasn't going to win anything because none of them. All they were doing is brick out. They were building. It was like they were trying to build for the Chicago housing department. Because it's all brick.
They were tanking too, huh? Tanking too.
They were.
I think the moves that they
the whole
made.
time. I'm gonna stay from there. I know I made this shot. Bam. No, I ain't made this shot. Bam. I'm still not gonna make this shot. Bam. I'm still not making this shot. Bam. At what point you gonna go into the paint?
Look, y'all, think about it.
With 5 years. Come on now.
Look, y'all, think about it. Even when Mabrey was still on the team, Mabrey was missing shots, but then she go on Connecticut and she's making all these shots. Like, come on, she seemed like she was working for him too.
But that makes sense, though. The moves, like Showtime said, that makes sense. The moves they were making because they wanted to tank. That's why they got rid of Mabrey and got another first-round pick, so they can do another Angel.
Yeah, so they can swap.
But this time they're gonna do it with guards. Get 2 really good guards, like they got 2 good post players. Now they're gonna have 2 high draft picks to get 2 guards, and they got 2 good veterans.
And then they brought E. Will back, so they got 3 good veterans. They got 2 veterans for the guard position. Now they got E. Will to continue to help with Angel and Camilla. So, you know, you look at it that way, those were some good moves actually. But you know, the part about Teaspoon though, I'm still, you know, I'm hurt about that part.
Hey, and listen to this.
Slots. They got 3 good slots for the draft.
Hey, listen to this, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Remember, I said this if this happened. Don't be surprised if Camila Cardoso don't come back.
You mean from Brazil?
She still got to fill up. She
back
still
to
got to fill out a
Chicago.
contract.
She got 4. She had a 4-year contract.
She can't do that. She got to fill out her contract, or they can sue her. She wouldn't do that. She already said that she coming back.
Yeah, the rookies signed a 4-year contract.
They can't. If it was that easy, Angel,
it'll have to be Chicago's decision.
I understand about her contract, but remember what I said. Don't be surprised if she don't be back on that team.
I'm gonna be real surprised if she's not back on that team.
Cardoso doing this for her family, so she ain't gonna risk nothing for her family.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The reason that she's even on that team is because she said, and she tell you every day, it's because of for her family, because she's trying to make a better. That's why she went to China.
She and Angel love playing together.
They do love playing together.
They love
definitely do.
Show, did you see that part where Angel talked about Camilla? When
Swoopes
asked her, how is it playing with Camilla? You hear what she said? What we've been saying all year long. She says nobody can pass to Camilla better than I can.
Well, we saw that every day.
I know exactly. She said I know exactly how how she likes it.
Yeah,
and we've been saying that all game.
We saw that. We saw that every game.
How many times we mentioned that?
All the time.
You've been mentioning
it every because because none of them guards can pass to say that.
Right, the guards couldn't pass to her. We all said that.
No, but y'all got to think about it. They didn't want to pass it to her. They were thinking. They were thinking.
I said,
but I'm talking about the people. The haters that kept saying that Angel was taking the shine from Camilla and all this. We kept saying Angel is the only one passing to Camilla.
She was the only one that could pass to Camilla.
You know that. When Reese got hurt, she got the ball next.
Yep.
The only other person.
Oh yeah, it was the Isabel Harrison show when Reese got hurt.
Oh man, did you see how she tried to ball out when Angel went down?
Yeah, she did.
Did y'all see the play?
Doing something.
I told y'all.
There was this one play where Mariah Jefferson had just come off the bench with the play from Teaspoon, and they were taking the ball out on the sideline. Mariah went to get the ball from Izzy. Izzy did not pass it to her. She inbound the ball to Dinah. And Mariah looked back at the bench and threw her hands up like, what? Like, y'all see this? And Teaspoon didn't do anything. Like, if I was the coach, I would have called timeout and benched both of them. Like, I didn't gave you the play, but you don't want. And so that right there was like, what are y'all doing? At the time, I thought it was Dinah until the exit interview. Then Izzy was in on it too.
Yeah, she was.
Did you see that great performance? My goodness. I don't know somebody could cry like that. Boo-hoo cry.
Yeah, it's some itch in the game over there in Chicago. It's a lot. It's a mess over there.
Yeah, think about it. That's why Dana included her in on it, because Dana knew they were talking.
It's a mess over there, man. I'm telling you. And like I said, it had a lot to do with the players. Some of the players not liking Teresa Witherspoon's way of coaching.
Do you think that if we get maybe a different owner, that things would probably change around and get somebody that actually knows about basketball? I mean, we have Dwayne Wade. I don't understand what the purpose Dwayne Wade's serving.
Hey, look, I always go to back to these tweets. That had me laughing, bro. when my boy said, so my theory that the vets on the Chicago Sky team being jealous of the rookies was basically proved by Dana and Izzy on this hard game interview. And
there
look,
you go.
Dana Evans ain't like that. That struck a nerve, huh? She said, y'all gotta let that go. Riding this weird ass narrative.
That's what I'm talking about. You
on
on Twitter clapbacking with trolls. Every time you on Twitter, with trolls.
What's I saying on here, y'all? A hit dog, a holler.
Hey, my boy funny. My boy said the actions on the court show otherwise. Y'all didn't know how to pass to the rookies, but the moment Izzy came in the game, y'all became elite passers. The proof is in the body of work, love.
Yeah.
It's giving y'all finally one of y'all moment.
A hit dog, a holler, baby, every time.
Y'all think they're gonna keep Dana and Izzy?
Oh no, they gone. No, they gone.
They gotta go. They are poison.
No, they gone.
They
knew they were gone. That's why they both knew that they were gone. That's why they
just
felt
had
so
to do
free.
Yeah,
that's why
they just did
felt
that
so
to get
free
rid of
in their
Witherspoon.
interviews.
Right, makes sense.
If they felt like they were coming back, they would. I don't think they would have ever spoke that freely about that.
Right.
I think they knew that when that last game, they knew they were gone.
Right.
Salute to McLovey. He said for the Super J. He said I think the goal was to tank this season out to get a good draft pick, but she did too much and led to lose.
Yep,
a good
that's what I
pick by
found
not
out today.
tanking.
That's what I found out today.
I already read that one, show.
Oh, okay. Now,
that's what I found out today.
Amy Sue said on Insta, Teaspoon stated, "Stare down everything, and I won't blink."
When today?
Let me try to pull that up. Hey, Too Smart, you in here? You got that? You see that somewhere?
I need to get an Instagram.
She said that today?
On her Instagram?
Yeah. I didn't see that.
I didn't see nothing from her on the Instagram.
Maybe I can Google it, Charles.
Maybe someday.
I want to say one more thing about Angel's podcast that she backed up stuff that we've been saying all season.
A lot of stuff.
Because Swoopes said she said she'd rather watch the tunnel fits than watch some of the games. She said because y'all don't play no defense. The people these days don't play defense. And Angel was like, yeah, people don't want to play defense. She said I love playing defense. She said like I want she want to to guard the best. Her position is the best in the league, and she guards them every night. And she said that like the other day when we played against the Lynx and Fee got 20 points, she was like, I said, Fee ain't never got 20 points on me.
She did.
She said because she said her goal is to always keep them under their average.
Yep, she said.
And that's what we've been saying about her all season. Right. She kept De'Erica, she kept Breanna Stewart, even Asia. She didn't feel like she kept Asia, but even Asia, she kept her under. Everybody she guarded, she kept them under their average.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them would give her credit too after the game.
Yeah, they would.
I know Asia definitely did. Asia said she a dog.
You know what's funny? She kept up with it because she said the only person, and Teresa wrong about something. She said the only person I probably ain't keep on her average. She said the only person I know for sure I ain't keep on her average was Asia Wilson. She said probably Stewart. That was cap too. She kept Stewart under her average. Stewart shot 5 for 12.
Yeah.
Oh wow, she did.
Because I remember you put this. I remember you put this graphic up before after they played against LA.
But
because we were looking at De'Erica's percentage after she played against Angel. Like wow.
Yeah, they're heavy. Yeah, she stay cooking heavy on the especially on defense. She be shutting her down. And I told y'all, man, you pay attention to Angel Reese. Them veteran players, they don't really like going to her like that. The only one that goes at her like that is Asia Wilson. I'm talking about every single play. Just Asia Wilson that's Asia Wilson.
And Asia Wilson loves her. Asia Wilson loves her. She said she's a dog. I would love to have on my team. She's a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, all
Salute
those
the
vets
Reddit
love
Milky
Angel.
Way. Salute the Reddit Milky Way for the $4.99. My bad. I refuse to believe Dana horrible passes are not intentional. Nobody DT sick that bad at passing. Or with DT sickling. But yeah, she was terrible at passing until Isabel Harrison got in the start lineup. Then she became a Chris Paul.
The energy level picked up. It's like them two was working with each other.
And when Mabrey missed those free throws in both of those Indiana games, like no, I felt like she was throwing the games.
Right. Yeah, you could tell
because she knew how badly Angel and Camilla wanted to win those games.
Right.
She knew how badly Angel and Camilla wanted to win against the Fever. If they didn't win against nobody else, they wanted to win against them. And she threw them games.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Okay, so with all this gambling and stuff going on, isn't it illegal to intentionally lose?
Yeah, but she wasn't doing it for money.
Do they have a thing against? Do they have something against that in the WNBA policy?
Yeah, but you can't prove it though. But you can't prove it though.
If they came out and said that she didn't lose enough, quote unquote, that means like you were trying to get her. I know she didn't intentionally lose, but
yeah, but they're not going to come out and say that. You talking about Teaspoon?
They're not
talking about
that.
Teaspoon. They're not going to come out and say that's why they fired her.
Right. Yeah, he's just telling us that because somebody works there. But I mean,
that's off the record.
Yeah, that's off the record. That's just what's going around off the record.
Hey man, this on YouTube. It ain't off the record no more. It's straight on the record.
You can't prove it though. You can't prove it though.
There's no proof on that.
You gotta have some type of proof, not just word of mouth.
They better make it right because they better come back with some Steve Kerr type coach. They better come up with somebody that's gonna be like the Steve Kerr to Teaspoon's Mark Jackson. They better make it right.
It's something.
Maybe Derrick Rose will come in play.
Yeah.
It's something to that tanking thing. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
Even on media, even the people that covered him, they kept pressing him. They like, we know you tank. You purposely put this roster together.
Listen, y'all, it's true, man. They tanked. They wanted to tank on purpose. It's true.
So go back and listen to how they were pressing him. Literally.
They wanted her to lose on purpose, and she did not do it.
That's what he's telling you. He's telling you.
So he takes all the pieces away that are helping her win.
Right.
Exactly.
She's getting the most out of the pieces that are there. So I'm gonna just give you pieces that you for sure can't. I'm gonna give you Rachel back.
This is why the Mabrey trade never made sense to me.
Right. Because they didn't have to let Mabrey go, even though she wanted to leave. They didn't have to let her go.
They could have waited till after the season was over.
Yeah, a lot of people ask to be traded, but they don't let them go.
If you're going to trade her, you can trade her for better pieces.
The pieces they traded were for the future. Jefferson.
What was her average? Because
Mariah Jefferson is
she
I'm
only
a big
played
fan of
well
her.
at the last game. That was it. That's all.
But that's because the other vets didn't allow her to.
Mariah Jefferson is older. She's out of her prime. They didn't trade for a prime player.
They got them for good veteran leadership in the locker room. You know that they're going to be practicing with Angel during the offseason. Mariah, Rachel, and E-Will. So that's why they got them for good veteran leadership going forward.
Roderick.
Mariah and Rachel are going to be there to help E-Will with the veteran leadership in the locker room next year. Did y'all hear Rachel's exit interview?
Oh, that was hilarious.
What you
I didn't.
She said day one next year. She said they're going to start this off season. They're going to be practicing together, and she said, but day one next season, they starting out holding people accountable.
Rachel Banner said that?
Yes, and holding people accountable and being consistent.
Wow.
She said they're gonna do that day
she can't
one.
really play though, so Well,
But still, that just tells you
But she can
there was some
though.
division amongst the
She can
team. There
shoot
was
now.
If you pay
She can
attention to what she's
shoot.
saying,
She can
If you
shoot.
pass her the ball
There was
and not
no.
sit her
that
and
She
not sit
said,
her down, yeah, she can shoot because she
yeah,
did it. She
exactly. You
did
got
pop
to
up
have the right
24 points.
plays.
that
Right.
tells you right there that the team was divided.
It was
yeah,
divided. And there was, and when Rachel and Mariah came in the locker room, they immediately saw
They saw it. That's why they
what was
said
going
that.
on.
Right,
And
because I don't
she
know.
said from day one next season, there's going to be accountability and consistency.
Yeah, because I don't know if
Real
it was
quick,
on
everybody.
somebody.
Let me get this super chat real quick.
All right.
McLevin say, "Come in here and talk stupid about a damn CC, and I'm sending you back to the beaches. Blocked." All right. Well,
now go ahead.
Yeah, because I don't know if it was on somebody's show or I seen it on YouTube, but it talked about how Angel really liked them too. When they first got there, it was like they
She
were a breath of
does.
fresh air. Like
Mhm.
you could tell stuff was going on before they got there.
Yeah, because they real vets.
Right.
Because they're real vets. They can tell you tell her what to do, certain things, give her advice. Davis, another one that they brought in, that she got experience.
Right.
I mean, to me, it just don't make no sense. You got these people in there for who got 5 years, 6 years, and you can't even produce nothing.
And Angel and Mabrey was not best of friends on that team either.
No.
Oh no, no.
You could have seen that on the court.
She was jealous of Angel
Oh yeah.
too.
you
She
said
was a
Angel and
boss
who?
like.
Mabry.
Mabrey was not
Okay.
best of friends on that team.
Oh
No.
no. But she was still
Because Mabry
professional.
thought
I
it.
give her that.
Mabry, yeah, she was professional about it to an extent, but she thought it was going to be her team,
Right.
and she realized that it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your team, boy, stop. Nah, ain't no
Well,
way.
that basically lets you know the team was divided, the organization was
Yeah.
divided. It's just a big mess.
Right.
That's all
Why
it is.
didn't they trade instead of trading Mabry? Why didn't they trade Dana Evans and Izzy?
Because
Nobody
they can't
wanted
get nobody for
Dinah.
them. They're
Nobody
not
wanted
lucrative.
Dinah.
Nobody
You could
wants
have
them.
got Rachel Banner for Dana. Neither one of them getting shit.
Nobody wanted them. No team wanted them because she asked to
She
be
she
taken
asked to
out,
be traded.
Yeah.
and
Nobody wanted
nobody
her.
wanted
Yeah,
her.
she asked when Mabry around the time Mabry asked, they
Yeah,
said that she was trying to be traded at the same time.
yeah. She put that out there, and her manager put
And
that
that's
out
why
there
when she
that
got
they
on the
asked for
floor,
a trade.
that's why when she got on the floor, she played like she played. She played like
Right.
she didn't give a F, you know?
Right.
That's why she played like she played.
Yeah, she was another one that as soon as
She
you
was
give her the ball,
tanking.
she gonna shoot it.
Because she didn't
No,
care.
she had him to the ball. Dana loved the ball. She and the ball had a relationship because she was not passing that ball to nobody. She was going to dribble
She getting
all
that
the
ball
way.
and shooting it.
Before she's
Back.
passed that to you, she going to dribble,
Yeah,
and then
she
she dribbles some more, and then then at the last minute, then she pass it. Then Cardoso would have to be out there with a flare for her to say, "Pass me the ball, I'm free."
right.
Oh,
I don't understand why Dinah of all people was upset with Teaspoon because she gave her too much time.
Right.
She kept her in the starting lineup too long.
Too long. Yeah.
Diamond was another one that gave Teaspoon her flowers. I said those three, but Diamond spoke highly of her.
On
She
the
was
exit interview. Yeah, she
on the
did.
exit
But
interview.
She's
here's what I'm
coming. She
saying.
was coming back off of an illness or something, so
But
that's
you
why
got,
Diamond didn't
yeah,
play
but
with
she
her.
ain't the same.
but,
She
but,
Right,
but
right.
you gotta remember. But look what Teaspoon. Look how she was coaching her though. She really believed in Diamond,
Right.
and she didn't give up on her.
She did. Yeah. She treated her just like she treated Angel, Camilla, and Kennedy. So I think she feels the same way about Teaspoon.
Right.
Yeah, you could tell. Like she doesn't have
What's
the
good?
animosity and the jealousy and all of that. I think she likes Angel too.
Oh yeah, Diamond does.
You could tell.
She always gave
Diamond is
Angel
actually
high
a good
praise.
veteran to have. You
She
know what I'm
is.
saying? But some of them other players, like I said, Isabel Harrison, trash. Need to go somewhere else. Who was that? Dana Evans, bang. You know what I'm saying? They can really clean house. But I don't know if they're gonna keep Kennedy Carter, which is gonna hurt them. So they in a tricky position.
They gotta keep Kennedy unless they're getting somebody that's going to replace Kennedy. But
Yeah,
and they have to be just like Kennedy, somebody that
right.
spark. And the only other person in that league who's just like her is Tiffany Haynes. Because when Tiffany Haynes get on the floor with the Aces when they're in a slump, she moves. The other person would be Chelsea Gray.
Kelsey Mitchell too.
Yeah,
Kelsey Mitchell.
Or
Chelsea
Yeah.
Gray.
Enrique, but Enrique ain't going nowhere.
Enrique
But
not
she is a
moving.
free agent though.
Enrique not going nowhere.
And
I don't see
Enrique for
Enrique
darn sure ain't going to
So,
Chicago.
Nah, I
so,
don't
so,
see Enrique coming to Chicago.
No,
That'd be a lost cause.
So Amy Sue
no,
back
she
in the
wouldn't.
super chat, he said, "Look at Teaspoon last 3 posts on the ground. They are foreshadowing the announcement of Hot on Fire." Yeah, I gotta pull it up right here. Let's pull it up because she did post. It's like it's like they told her they had to tell her
She
days ago.
knew. She knew. She just she couldn't say nothing at the time. She didn't want to tell her team. She knew.
Yeah, what it says. Read it. I can't see it.
Bless through it all. I know who holds my hand and knows my name. I don't own the rights to this song, but I thank God I know who does.
Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one.
What's the other one?
This is on the 16th. Stare down everything, and I won't blink.
Hmm.
And then this the other one. God can test me, but you can't.
Full as long as I still care. But the moment I cut that part of me off, it don't matter whether you cry, y'all ain't saying nothing to me. It don't matter whether you hyperventilate. It don't matter if you telling me you done lost everything, because once I stop caring, you are in a dangerous place, because I'm a giver, I'm forgiving, I'm loving. But as soon as I figure it out that you taking me for granted and don't value what I bring, I will shut all the way down. And it ain't that I'm angry, I don't have an attitude, I'm just finished.
Wow.
But she always have Christian music and Christian messages like that on her page. So I don't know if that was saying that. Maybe the last one with the glasses on, maybe that was saying it. But I don't think the last two had anything to do
But
with
it kind of
her being
fits the
fired.
It
situation, though.
does. It does. The one with the not the one with the glasses. The one before that one. Was it what was the date?
This is on the 16th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's been a while ago.
Yeah, because she always puts gospel messages, thing from Tasha
Right.
Leonard on her page and stuff.
So
And she
that
always
It may
has,
not be. It may not be from the firing, but it could be about them vets.
well, she been doing that the whole time on the page, especially when they lose. She be putting them gospel things on there because, man, you didn't need Jesus to deal with them ladies.
Or it could have been that she was already having problems with the front office, like
That could be it
they
too.
were clashing. So it's probably that.
Yeah.
I
Her
would
job was
really love
toxic.
to
It was toxic.
get her side of the story. I wish somebody would come and interview her, and so we can
Right.
get her side of the story.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
want.
I want her side. I want to hear her
Girl.
side. I don't want to hear management, because they're covering they're doing CYA, right?
Y'all,
So
I wonder if Angel's gonna have her on the show.
Yeah, you heard she said she want to bring on the show.
Oh my goodness.
no, she said, when did she say that?
Last night, you ain't here.
No.
Oh no, I didn't hear that one last
You
night.
know what's crazy? If you listen to the episode,
I know she said that she was bringing Carrington on the show.
Yeah, Dave's not Karen gonna be on there.
Yeah,
Probably
because she
in a
said
couple
that
weeks.
she said that at Soup's interview.
Yeah, I seen that. And she said that on the podcast.
But I
that
think Angel did know, because Angel asked Soups if she wanted to be a coach, and she
Right.
wanted to coach this guy.
I don't think Angel knew, because Angel was too positive in the exit interview about the changes that they were going to introduce next year. I think she knew the night before, because she posted that her stomach was,
Yeah, she knew that
like she
night
was sick
before.
of the stomach. I
Yeah,
think they
yeah.
told her like the day before they
Yeah.
let it out to the public.
Yeah, they
I think
told.
they told.
That's
I
why
think
she
they
said
told
that.
her and Camilla.
But
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. These two rookies are supposed to be your star rookies. They are the face of the franchise, and they're saying don't weigh nothing. Are you
Nope.
comfortable with this coach? Yes, I like this coach.
Obviously not.
Because this don't make
Well,
no sense. How you have two rookies as your franchise, the face of your franchise, and you doing some crazy stuff like this? And why
it's
waste the
like
woman's time in the first place if you knew that, hey, she was not going to stay there that long?
now as far as wasting her time, I don't know, but the part about the rookies having a say so, I think it's like, when you have a child, like a younger child, you may feel like they don't really know what's best for them, so I decide for them.
Right.
But as they get older, you allow them to have input on the decision. I think it's like that because, like, even with LeBron and Steph, they didn't have say so early on in their career. It's later on that they, develop that, that say so. Because like Steph and Draymond and Clay, they did not want Mark Jackson to be fired because they didn't have that say so at that time. But later on in their career, they have that say so. So I think it's a point like that where Angel, she has some say so, but they probably feel like that they're making the better decision for her in Camilla's future.
And then y'all seen where she posted the Psalm scripture. I seen that, but
Yeah.
I was
See,
wondering why
look,
she posted
y'all, I was supposed to talk about this yesterday. That's why I put on. If you look at yesterday, title had Andrew's crypto message, and we were gonna talk about that because everybody kept hitting me up saying, "Show, I think they finna fire Teresa Witherspoon," and I said, you know what, y'all probably right about that, bro. Ain't this weird? Because she's not the only one that said something. Candy Carter also put out a little emoji on Twitter like she was saying. Right after Angel did it, so they knew something.
Yeah, they knew. They knew.
But I can't believe none of the other players have posted anything.
And you know what? It feels
not even Onion Wedding.
Now pay attention. She retweeted this the day before this day. Some of Derek and Hamby said. She retweeted that.
Yeah, and De'Erica was saying that about her coach.
Yeah, but she retweeted that. That's what everybody kept saying. Oh, I think they finna fire Teresa Witherspoon. I said, y'all might be right, bro. Because it might have fun with Angel Reese retweeting and showing and all this stuff. So she knows something. Yeah.
That's why.
That's crazy.
That's why she tweeted that. Yeah.
Yes. Man,
I feel like when you lost some family member. I don't even know Teresa Weatherspoon, but this whole thing just made me feel like, man, I just lost a family member.
Me too. That's how I felt today. Like I was grieving over somebody, like somebody had died. Like I'm really hurt. I'm hurt.
We're grieving over a future that we thought we had.
Right.
Okay, but but here's the thing. Are y'all open to the thought of maybe they gonna hire somebody better?
Who?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm with you.
I don't.
Mine would want to come and know that if they don't get this team to the playoffs, you ain't gonna have a job the next year.
I think, hey y'all, it's no way possible they can justify this firing. I can't.
I think we're gonna get some more.
I don't understand.
We're gonna get some more news as the days go on. We're gonna hear more information.
I'm with somebody else that said it earlier. I think they were waiting on another coach. Me.
Yeah.
I think they got.
I was saying that. I think they had somebody in mind. I think they got. This was planned, bro.
But
it just seemed like the whole season was planned. Like it just seems like that.
This had to be planned. Like they had already had something up the sleeve, bro.
Right.
If you have an emotional coach, then they probably not going to want this situation. But if you have a level-headed coach, anybody would want to come and coach Angel and Camilla.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think it's going to be hard to get a good coach to come in and coach the Sky with Angel and Camilla there.
Well, you
What
gonna
And I'm
have to,
about
I'm
clean
hurt.
house. You're gonna have to clean house because if them lingering ones still around, you're gonna have to clean house. It's like
Who you
starting
mean?
all over. It's like
Clean what house?
starting all over. You already established with one coach. Now when we get down,
You talking from the players?
Yeah,
You talking from
I'm
the
looking from
player's
the player's
standpoint?
point of,
Yeah.
from the player's
Yeah.
point of view, because you already established something with one coach. Now you got to start all over again and try to figure that. We don't have that time when it's time when the season starts. We don't have that time try to get to know you.
Right.
I think that's why they did it at this point, so that by the time the season starts, their mind frame.
When are you gonna bring back the team? Because everybody's going to China, Portugal, wherever the heck they're going to.
Right,
overseas.
but this allows them to get it. This allows them time to get used to the fact that Spoon is not going to be there. They
That's
got the whole off season to get
That's true.
used to this instead of doing it in the middle of the off season or toward near the new season.
Right.
I think that's why they did it so early.
Well,
I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not cool with Teaspoon being gone. I'm not cool with that at all. But I did come here for Angel and Camilla. You know?
Me too.
And so if they find a winning coach, if they find a winning coach, I mean, I'm still gonna feel bad for T, but I'm gonna be happy with winning. I'm sorry,
But
I'm sorry,
be,
but that's
to
just the
me-
way I feel.
To me, it gotta work. It gotta be bigger than X's and O's though. To me,
Yeah,
it
that-
need to be a look. It gotta make sense all across the board to me.
Yeah. They got to get a winning coach. They got to get a winning coach.
Angel and Camilla is your franchise.
Right.
That's the
So,
face of the. That's the face.
Right.
Those
You gotta-
are two
you gotta
faces of
make them
a
happy.
franchise.
Right.
Yeah.
Angel and Camilla, they're two of the faces of the league.
That's the future. Those are.
So you gotta, you gotta make them happy, bro. I mean,
So they got to have a good coach. Like,
So you
they're gonna have to
whoever-
find somebody that they
I'm
think
telling
Angel
you,
and
you're gonna
Camilla
have to
would
take
buy
out that
into.
big money and
Yeah.
pay somebody real good to that instantly they're gonna be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Instantly they're gonna be in the top 4 to go to
Yeah.
championship.
So I don't think they're gonna replace her with nobody.
No,
nobody.
I don't either. I
And
don't
they
either.
better not bring that Kurt guy over because he can't
No,
even win. He
they're
only
not
win
gonna
9
bring
games.
him. He can't. He didn't even win at his previous job. They're not gonna bring him.
Right, and especially with the fans upset, they
Yeah.
definitely gotta do something big. Like it's
I
Like
just
a
hold off on my
Cheryl
season
Miller or
ticket.
somebody like that.
I hold off on
I
paying
think
for
a
my
Cheryl
season
could
ticket.
win the locker room. Do y'all think Cheryl Miller could win the locker room?
She already
Cheryl
said
Miller
she ain't
can't.
coaching. Y'all ain't see
Cheryl
what
Miller
she
can't
said?
coach.
She said what?
Oh no, we play with Cheryl
Cheryl
Smith.
Miller. The only thing
Oh, you said Cheryl
about
Miller
her-
Swoopes. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, did
Yeah.
Cheryl Miller.
At one point, I don't know if it was
Oh.
an I watched. They were saying that she didn't, or maybe Angel Reese said it that she wasn't like a fan of hers, and then when she played in the, you heard that? Like
No, she
Yeah, I
said.
think
She
she
said,
was
"I'm
saying
starting to
in a
like
joke,
you."
like, I don't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
she-
like a joke because they got along. They got along really well during the All Star.
You know your grandmas and your aunties.
Yeah,
I can't
Yeah.
stand you. Come here, give me a hug.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's like I'm
Okay,
starting to
alright.
like you.
Because I
You know,
did
like
hear her
that.
say
Yeah.
that, and I thought the lady was serious, but so I was like,
Mm-mm.
oh, I don't really care for her, and she don't like Angel,
No.
but you
But
know,
she can't coach. She never really coached. She just had them
She
go
didn't?
play.
She coached before.
She coached
She coached
there.
before. It was a long time ago. I
She was
think.
because she was the
Oh, no.
original
We
coach
need
for
that.
Phoenix.
No,
She
Yeah,
was
she
the
coached
original
before.
coach for
We
she
need-
was the
we need
original
a
coach for
coach
the
coach.
Mercury.
We need
Yeah.
like a Don Staley coach. That's
yeah,
what we
that's what we
need.
need. We need Don Staley.
We need a Don Staley coach.
Don making millions
She's not coming back. She makes too much.
at South Carolina. She ain't coming.
They was
No,
saying
I'm
that.
not saying. 'Cause I know she ain't gonna leave South Carolina, but I'm just saying the type of coach that we need They got to be just like Dawn Staley.
Yes, I agree.
You know how to win.
Right.
They need a coach too.
Just like
like
I'm gonna put college football. When Saban left, he put somebody that can win because they have a record that they can win. You can't go. Okay, I'll let go Spoon, but I'm gonna bring somebody else that's mediocre. No, you got to bring somebody that can win.
Yeah, you don't think Cheryl Miller is a winner?
No.
You don't think Cheryl Miller is a winner?
Not from 19 something. No.
What?
No. That back in the days maybe, but no, she ain't done nothing lately. So I can't really go off of.
Yeah, she was a coach when the W first started.
Yeah,
I don't think
the
she's
Mercury.
coached in a while.
Okay, but time changed.
Like they need like a Mulkey too, because Mulkey don't play no games. Angel,
they need. That's who they need. They need a winner. They need a winner.
They need somebody that's gonna hold everybody accountable, including themselves.
Right.
But also put the players
I don't know.
in
It's a mess.
position.
It's a big mess.
But you also got to put the players in position to get to win too. Get the best out of all your players.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
And you got to put you got to Dawn Staley. Bring a Dawn Staley in there.
You got to get the pieces too, though. Like I mean, you got to get pieces, man.
You got 3 draft picks. You got 3 draft picks and 3
free agents.
Free agents to pick. So pick your litter. Or get rid of somebody.
You can get Dawn Staley though.
But
he's real close with Spoon.
Who?
Dawn Staley. From what I know, she's close with Teresa Witherspoon.
Dawn ain't leaving her good job.
She's not leaving. No, South Carolina.
No.
Absolutely.
I see Mulkey leaving before Dawn Staley.
Yeah, I would say that.
Because Mulkey did her part. She wanted to go to her hometown and win a championship. She did that.
Right.
Her second year.
Right.
She did that. So I can see Mulkey got a resume.
Mulkey come, that'd be great.
Mulkey is a winner because
she
went to
she was like that at Baylor.
Yeah, she's a winner.
Yeah, she is. She's
serious. But
if they get that, that'd be great. That'd be
I don't think neither one of them are coming to this job this year.
No.
Because if that was the case, Mulkey would have been thinking about leaving after Reese. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He already prepared for next year, which I can't wait to watch.
Now, what y'all think about the coach?
Wait.
What y'all think about the coach from Indiana?
No.
Who?
You talking about Chris Decides?
No, I mean not Indiana. I'm sorry, from the college that Caitlin went to.
No.
Oh hell
what?
No.
You know she didn't hire, so
she didn't even. She didn't even teach Caitlin how to play defense. And defense wins championships.
For 4 years and not even win a championship. All you need to do is break records. No.
She's not a good coach.
You might could have told me if you said Gina Auriemma, but not that lady. That's crazy.
Show you ain't gotta laugh that much now.
Yeah.
but you know you got to play some defense if you want to win a championship.
And clearly Clark don't know how to do defense. That's why the team lost.
And she didn't.
And don't know how to not turn the ball over either.
And she did nothing to curb all that whining. She didn't do anything to curb all that whining that Caitlin been doing. Like she should have put a stop to that. Mulkey would not have let Angel get out there and act like a big baby every game.
You
Well,
see
Angel
how
Angel is mentally
and say, "Go
strong.
sit down. You ain't playing this game."
You notice that you rarely seen Angel Reese really complain about foul calls, stuff like that. This girl got clotheslined and
she got
hit with the rock bottom in the middle of the game and just got up
right
like
back
it was
up.
nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Got back up and shot her free throws.
What up, Sarge?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just enjoying the discussion, man.
Hey,
we got some ladies. We got some ladies on the panel today.
I know y'all making a lot of sense because I told Showtime they were tanking. Showtime went off on me like, "Oh no, that sounds so fast." I'm like, "Look at what they doing."
I ain't want to accept it, bro. Come on, man. I'm in a competitive. Hey, bro, I gotta be the one to stay in playoff mode, bro. I ain't want to just jump out the train early.
I wanted them to make the playoffs too. You know,
You
if
know,
they
you should have
really
jumped off
wanted
that train.
to,
You saw that train after
Cardoso could have played.
Kennedy went down. You should have jumped off that train because you already knew
No,
that what was coming up was
but
Kennedy
not going
y'all,
to
came
do
back
it.
though.
but
Kennedy was
look, y'all
gone.
gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off. So
Hey, you did,
I'm gonna
and
stick
like
by
I
my
told
team.
you, I put this comment on their show. I said I don't agree with everything, but you covered the thing from the exit interview to the whole season. You went
So yeah,
after a story and you stuck with it, man.
I just want to stick by and hope we do make the playoffs because I knew it was a chance we weren't gonna make the playoffs. I knew it was a chance, but I still want to stick with it.
It
What's
was so
good?
weird. It was so weird watching the last four teams because the Sparks, they've been tanking all year. They've been tanking since Brent got hurt. I think Magic gave him a call or something like, hey, y'all, just chill out.
What's
And
good?
Honey,
Yeah.
I just got through eating, honey. I'm full right now. But I just had to. I'm gonna be honest.
How you
I just.
doing, Sister Nova? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing? I mean, I'm gonna tell
All
you
right,
like.
all right.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I honestly, I think this was probably one of the worst decisions that they could have made. I mean, this was the worst, probably the worst decision that they could have made by terminating Teaspoon. Okay, and I haven't been watching Teaspoon's career like that and all of that. I just know how she interacted with her players. I see how she interacted with her player. Relationships are everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what organization you're in, relationships is everything. And unless you can come in there and cultivate healthy relationships with your players, you're not going to have their respect. Okay, now I don't know what might have happened. I'm not going to speculate what might have happened between the veteran players and Teaspoon, but it doesn't look good. Whatever it was that did go on behind closed doors, we'll never know. We'll never know. But yeah, I value relationships over whatever else that was going on. They should have stuck. They should have stuck it out. They should have stuck it out and brought her back next season and see what she was going to do next season. That's just my 2 cents.
That was never part of the plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Clearly.
Yeah.
She was a player's coach.
And it went
That's what you look for.
And first of all, if they plan was to lose on purpose, man, that's a bad mentality to have. First of all, I mean, you want your players, you want your organization to have a losing mentality. I mean, that sucks, especially when you don't even own your pick.
And people spending their money to go to the games, and y'all trying to tank, and there's people money.
Yeah.
These times are already hard, and people spending money on those tickets. Like, that's messed up.
well, let me say this about tanking, right?
Philadelphia, when they did it, they
the
fired
San
the general manager. The league made them fire him for that reason right there. Because these people are spending their money to come see, and you're intentionally putting a product on the court that cannot win. So
Right.
Well, it's sometimes it helps the organization in the long term. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a point when the Spurs, when David Robinson got hurt, Dominique Wilkins was playing for the team. I'm going all the way back to like the 90s, right? But they tanked. And you know what that got them? The number
Tim
one
Duncan.
draft pick, Tim Duncan. I mean, if the sky just couldn't, they're not in a position to really tank. The only team that was really in that position was LA because they know they're gonna get Page. And they loaded, but Chicago, I don't think they had the benefit to tank. That's why I'm like, that's probably why Witherspoon was trying to win. They almost won the game when Cardoso was in street clothes, Reese, the whole damn they had like 4 players on street clothes, except for Allen and a couple more. But I think Spoon was trying to win that game when everybody
Yeah.
was in the street clothes.
That was the game
That
against
would have been
Phoenix.
a big game too, because was
wasn't
that
that the
against
game
Washington
Izzy
or
snatched
before
the feet
Washington?
out the jaws of victory?
That was against Phoenix. That was Phoenix.
How'd she do
That was
that?
Phoenix.
What'd she do? What'd she
Man,
do?
Isabel Harrison terrible, man. Because she thinks she a superstar. Who, man? Go finish, Sarge. Finish, Sarge. My bad.
No, she had a good game. I saw the game you talking about when Izzy had the double. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was right after that game. That was when they played Dallas when Izzy went off, and then
Izzy had a good game versus Dallas, but she kept playing like she was a star every game after that. That was the problem.
yeah, Cardoso is the most efficient, man. If you can get her the ball, she gonna make something happen. That's why. See, I told Show Kennedy Carter. The only problem with her is she's just hit or miss if she's actually gonna play in the game. But if they can keep her, man, they got a shot.
Hey, salute to my boy Rasheem Beats. He said I think they should look at Tamika Catchings or Katie Smith from Minnesota.
Can they get them?
Huh.
But aren't they going to be new coaches too? First time
Yeah,
coaches?
Tamika Catchings will be a new coach too, I believe.
They don't need a rookie coach because that's what they
No,
have
we
with
just
Spoon,
did
right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we
They
just
got to
did
get an
that already.
experienced coach. They got to bring an experienced coach.
We need a Don
somebody
Staley
that's
type
already like
coach.
won something.
We need a winning coach.
Because they
We need
have
to win.
great players. Like, they have the potential for the Sky to become like a dynasty, like the Aces with Camilla and Angel. So they have to get a great coach to replace Spoon.
Like Swoop, I like what Swoop had told Lane. He said, "Man, I'm telling y'all right now, Camille in a couple of years, y'all are gonna be a problem, especially on defense."
Good evening,
She said
everybody.
on both. She
Oh,
said
they're
on
a
both
problem
ends
right
of the
now.
ball.
Right.
She said
Cardoso
y'all
had
gonna be a
5
problem on
blocks.
both ends.
Yeah, she had 5 blocks on Asia. 5 blocks in
She
one
had this.
game. So
I think
yeah,
she had the second. She was second in blocks for the entire season.
Yeah, her and Cameron Brink.
She and Cameron Brink. Brink only got over her because she was like 2.3%. And Cardoso was like 1.5. But in the overall, Cardoso, it was Asia and then Cardoso.
I like how she stare. I like how she stare him down too when she block him. Like the
She be
time
smiling.
she blocked the one of Bonner and knocked her down, and then stepped over. Like, oh yeah, I like that.
But salute to you, MJ.
What's going on, people? Ladies, gentlemen, how y'all doing?
Yeah,
I
good,
hope
bro.
y'all
Very,
enjoy.
very
Hope y'all
well. How
enjoying
are
the
you
evening.
today, MJ?
What you got on this
I'm
40?
good. I say this. I just believe that Teaspoon lost the team. I think she's a good coach, but something was just missing, and she just wasn't getting through to the team. Because, like I said, if you watch some of the games, you can see the body language. They just wasn't a cohesive unit. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if Cheryl was the next coach. And here's one reason why I say Cheryl would be a good coach. One thing, she has the admiration from Angel. Angel will definitely co-sign. Camilla likes her. Kennedy likes her. And if you pay attention this season, Cheryl was sitting at a lot of those games. She was sitting at a lot of those games. And it seems like she's very involved with those players. And another thing about Cheryl, she's going to bring free agents. I don't know if y'all saw the podcast. And when Angel asked her would she coach, she told us, she said, I would love to coach. She said, I would
Cheryl
love to work with
Swoopes?
you.
She
Yes.
she said
Oh
yes.
man,
Are you
said-
talking about
I
Sheryl
don't know.
Swoopes or Cheryl Miller?
No,
Yeah.
Cheryl Swoops.
No, it
her
was
coaching
No,
career
no.
is kind
No,
of
it was
rusty.
Cheryl Swoops. It
Her
was
No,
Cheryl
coaching
Swoops.
career isn't.
she's not
isn't
going to.
At
They
the
told her
beginning
not
of
to
the
go there.
I didn't say
at the
she would. I
beginning
said
of
she. I said I wouldn't be surprised. I said I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't say she would.
show, you need to play that video for him again, show.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he
So
played.
you ain't see the
where she
video?
said, hell no. She said she not
Yeah,
coaching.
you already said.
No,
Yeah,
she didn't say that. No.
She don't.
No. Angel said if you watch the podcast,
Yeah, I gotta play the
when they
video.
asked her, when they asked her to coach, when they asked her, would you ever coach? Cheryl said, they talking about you. Angel replied and said, "No, they ain't
Yeah,
talking
but
about me." She said, "They
here,
talking about you."
okay, well, I got
She's
some news for you though,
But then
MJ.
she,
I
but then
gotta, I
she
gotta
came
catch
out
you
with,
up on something.
yeah, but then she came
what?
Sheryl Swoopes went on Twitter and said, hell no. When somebody
yeah,
said, she gonna be coaching the team next, she said, hell no.
See,
No,
that's what
Swoops
Hello, let
don't
me
need
tell
to
you something.
coach.
That's
Swoops
what
had
she
9 of her
says.
players
Let me
not
tell you
come
something.
back.
That's what they all say. That's what she says. She got to save face. She's not going to say,
Play the
"Yeah, I will
video.
definitely coach after." No, even though it's the video, but listen to what I'm saying. People say things all the time. It wouldn't look right, even if she did. It wouldn't look right if she just said, "Oh yeah, I would love to coach the Sky," knowing that Teaspoon just got fired. That just wouldn't look right.
no, but
Now,
the
or
podcast, the podcast was filmed way before she was fired.
Yeah, it
Right.
we know
was.
Angel's
that, right?
Okay.
Angel's podcast
Right.
was filmed about 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah.
But Sheryl did her own podcast today.
Queen of the court, yeah.
Yeah, and she said
Play it, Showtime.
she's
Yeah, yeah.
upset because they fired Teaspoon.
Right. Of course, she's gonna say that. She can't say that she wants.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
her
like again.
teammate, right?
I'm not. No, they never played together.
They
They
played
never
on the
played together.
Olympics, didn't they?
Yeah,
I
they
don't
played
think
on the
so.
They
Olympic
No,
team
Teaspoon is.
together.
Yeah, they
Oh, I
played
think
on the Olympics.
Teaspoon. No, I don't think they
they
was on
are
the '96
friends.
team.
They
Oh
friends
yeah,
though.
yeah, they
And
are friends.
I think they have talked because in the podcast, she knew who sat in on the meeting when Teaspoon got fired.
Right, because most of the because if you
Are
watch
you
during the
sure
season,
they didn't play together in the Olympics? Because I'm almost sure that they
I
did.
think Cheryl played
and
on
90. I
3
don't know if
teams,
they played
right?
in '96. I don't know if they
Yeah,
played in
Cheryl was
'96
on the
together.
team in '96 because she was on
Yeah.
that. That was when they started the WNBA after that team.
Yeah,
Right.
Remember?
Right.
she talked about she was on that team, and then she got pregnant and she missed half
Right.
the first season,
Right.
the first ever
Yeah, she
WNBA.
only played 9 games her first year.
Yeah, people don't know that she had a baby
She
that year.
won the championship though. She won the
Yeah,
championship. And my girl
did you
Cynthia
forget that?
Cooper was she was the MVP of that season, and then she was the finals MVP. And she got 4 finals MVP. Cynthia Cooper, that's a bad woman right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But all I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It wouldn't surprise me because people say no to jobs all the time, and then all of a sudden you turn
I don't.
around, they hire them.
Yeah, I don't think she gonna do it though, Kim folk. Sound like to me, her mind made up already.
Like I always say, they always say that. And they
It
all
ain't like
people,
they
even in,
offering.
even
It ain't like they offering them coaching.
Everybody don't always say that.
Ain't like they
huh?
offering them money like they offering the NBA, the coaching team.
Oh, they giving money,
Nor are they
man.
offering them
The
security.
coach for
They don't have no
what?
security. This situation proves that they don't have no security.
No,
So
no, no, that's not true. Because Becky Hammonds is getting like $1 million, and who's the coach for
Now you know how much
what's
money
with that team? The
NBA
Suns?
coaches get paid?
I don't know. I don't know, but I know Becky
Way more
Hammond
money.
is get.
Way
Well,
more.
I mean that's still a lot. Everybody not getting
The
that.
highest paid coaches on Air Sports, he makes
Well,
$70 million.
what's the least paid coach then?
Probably like $4 million.
What they
Well,
just let
that
Ty Lue show?
Yes, Ty Lue got like 8. He getting $8 million a year.
that's a lot.
And now he goes. Y'all missed this on Sheryl Swoopes.
Teaspoon will always be a
Go
part of the
ahead. What did she
Skytown
do?
family, and we wish her the very best. First of all, Spoon don't want to be a part of that family. You treated her like trash. Sorry, but you did. And if the expectations were to make the playoffs, win a championship, or get fired, she wouldn't have taken the job. I'm 100% sure of that.
Nobody would. That is a complete setup for failure, especially when you look at the roster that she was given and you make a mid-season trade that takes away one of your top scorers.
Jordan,
What?
but even through all of that, they were like a game or two away from getting that final playoff spot. Look, first of all, she walked into a hot mess. A hot mess. if you look at the history of the Chicago Sky, and I know a lot of people on Twitter have posted it, everybody is very well aware of what has happened with the Chicago Sky. Coaches don't get a long opportunity, let alone a Black female head coach. And the Chicago Sky don't go well together. And you know what's crazy is Nadia being a Black female. Can you advocate for our sister and just give her a little bit more grace? You put this statement out, and of course it's Nadia putting the statement out, right? You're a Black woman, so they're not going to come for you because we fired a Black woman. Michael Alter, where are you?
What a mess.
And so he wasn't even in the room when they fired her. It was Nadia and I don't know, Jeff, some other guy. I don't want to put his name because that may not be the right person. But I'm not going to get into all of that because, again, that's Spoon's story. But I am livid.
Does that sound like somebody that wants that job?
Nope.
That's just what, again, that's what she said. But she never said she wouldn't take the
You didn't have
job.
to add all that.
She
So
just
let
mad. She
me
just
pull up the
upset about
tweet.
how they treated Spook. They just mad. She just mad the way they treated her. That's what she's saying. Again, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
saying
she
she
don't
was.
want
I'm
that
not.
job.
Right, but she's talking about the history
threw
of
it
Black
away.
women being a coach. They don't normally keep them.
So why would she put herself in that situation when she
Right.
just saw what
One
they
thing to
did
say
to
you don't
this
want the
Black
job,
woman?
but to add all that into it, that don't sound like somebody that wants the job, brother.
Nah, she
No.
don't want it.
That's
I'm glad you
again.
played that show. That's it's clear as day. She don't care
Right.
about that.
Right.
Okay.
Why would she add
Okay.
all that extra stuff into it if she wanted the job?
Again, she didn't
And why
like the
would she
way they.
call out? Why would she call out the owners, the GM,
Right.
and
Right.
all of them if
It's
she
one thing
wants
to
the
say
job?
you don't want the job, but to
Well,
add
I'm
all
saying
that
that
extra
just.
stuff.
Yeah. Finish what y'all was saying.
It's one thing. I'm saying it's one thing to add, say that you don't want the job. People say things like that. True enough. But to say all the extra stuff and add that all how they doing Black folks and man, that don't sound like somebody that wants the job, brother.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, what?
Okay.
Especially when you throw in the race stuff. If you're talking about the race issue,
Right.
that's for sure. She not finna put herself in a position to have the same fate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what she's
And then
basically
But
she
let me
called
ask
saying.
y'all a
each one
question.
of them
Let me
out
ask
by
y'all a
name.
question. Let me ask the panel. Do you really believe when you watched that season? Did you really think Teaspoon had the team in a one cohesive unit?
No, I
No,
don't.
No,
No.
but that was because of
It
some of
didn't
the
even.
players.
Okay. Now let me ask you a
It
question. Go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
I didn't. I told Show, man, I thought she wasn't getting the job done. This was before the All-Star break.
Right. And then another thing too. One thing that I noticed is they just like I said, it seemed like she didn't have a whole of the team. She didn't. And
It
even in the
seemed like
press,
she wanted to play.
well,
She
always
didn't even
remember,
have a clipboard. I mean,
but
I was like, what is she doing?
because you have to
It
understand,
wasn't for her.
right?
She's a
And that's
competitor.
where I'm going.
I think.
Now,
I
It
now,
just
now
wasn't
look
for
on
her.
the screen, my brother. I wonder if Sheryl is about to be our next coach. They may be the only Austin Key Angel in the future. What Sheryl Swoopes say
They
right there?
better be talking about Cheryl Miller.
She said, "Hell no," and she going even deeper. Look at what she's putting on Twitter. She retweeting crazy stuff about Chicago ain't doing Chicago trash and all this other stuff. They tried to tell T Swoop that free agent didn't want to come to Chicago because Soon was coaching. what is that?
Yeah.
Sheryl Swoop said
She wouldn't be
facts.
saying all of that.
Now, but now let me say this. You think if Cheryl was coaching in Chicago, would you think free agents will come in?
Most definitely.
Just to play for
I think they'll
Swoops?
come for Spoon and Cheryl.
Right.
Yeah,
Now
they would. They would.
I
They
don't
would
know if
come
they would come for
for
Spoon.
Cheryl.
I
No.
don't
I
know if
think
they
they
would come
would.
for
Can I
I think
Spoon.
just
they would have.
let me just say this about Chicago? Chicago has got the worst facilities, I think, in the WNBA as far as their
Yeah, they
training
do. They
But
facilities.
do.
they building
I
a
think
They
new
they
one.
had
do.
a rec league, man.
They
It's
building
just
a new one
pitiful.
though.
They need to. I think they
They
said the
already have
community
some,
is building it. It's not even the team.
but
It's
it's
the
gonna be
community.
nice, really
Look,
nice.
look, she retweeted this. She said, "Do you see this? Somebody said Chicago Sky Management's cursed with the absolute worst decision makers. This is why y'all keep
Oh,
losing the best players in the game. Teaspoon got you your franchise star, and you fired her after she overperformed. Man, F this. I'm so pissed.
That's the
That's
same thing the guy
But
said. So she
but
must
just
know.
but Teaspoon wasn't again. We have to be honest about it. She
Thank
didn't
you.
have them. She didn't have them on point. If you watch the
I
season,
think
look at some of the
teaspoon.
plays she was
I think
doing.
Spoon
Some of the
overperformed.
plays it was
What did
no
you
reason
expect for
why.
her to do?
I think
Like
she
What? Say that
overachieved.
again.
she,
What did you expect
No,
for her
you
to do first season for
okay?
this
I'm gonna say
season?
Well, she
respected.
could have played
There,
Cardosa for the whole season.
thank you. That's what
Cardosa
I
She
was
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 getting
hurt.
ready
playing
to
like
say.
She was hurt at the
huh?
15
beginning.
to
She
20
was
minutes.
she was hurt at the
What you
beginning,
mean?
and then midway
No,
through the
it,
game, she'll be in foul trouble. So what you
yeah.
want for her to
no,
do?
no, it would no, brother. She wouldn't. You feed. She's 6'7". You feed the
But
post.
she
There was
came,
times
she
on that
had
No,
game.
surgery after the college season, so she came into the WNBA season hurt. They didn't have no real break between that
I give you
time
a
for her
perfect
to
example.
heal.
I give you a perfect example.
We
When they played the Mercury, what happened again when she played against BG? What happened? How many fouls she get in the first quarter?
okay. I mean that happens. This is the game. I mean she's going to get fouled. That's BG. I
But what
mean
I'm saying,
we know that's going to happen.
she will be in foul trouble at the start of the game, and then she'll sit. Maybe
You
she
talking
sat up.
about one
Maybe
player?
no, I'm talking about just Carmilla. She'll be in foul trouble at the beginning of the game. Maybe she sat too long. I'll agree with you there, but she'll be in foul trouble at the start of the game, and she'll have 3 fouls before halftime.
How you
Right.
figure that? How
I agree.
I'm
Listen,
watching
we talking about
games.
B? You
I
we
agree
talking
with
about
80% of what you're saying. Yes, she's a rookie, but I think she should have played more. That's my opinion.
no? But that's what I'm saying.
Everybody agrees.
But if
But
Everybody
I'm
you
saying
agrees.
but
there
if
was
you listen,
times.
like if y'all listen to her interview, she was saying she didn't have no confidence after being hurt. She didn't get her confidence back until after the
Okay,
Olympic break. She
but
said
that's
it.
but that's the coach fault. The coach is supposed to make sure she has that confidence.
Right. I agree.
That's when it's time to be a coach. That's when it's time to be a coach. Because if you watch
well,
the
she
season,
said
But
that
look,
who
Coach
was
Spoon
giving
gave
Camilla
her.
most of that confidence? Who was
She
giving
it
said
was
Camilla most of
Reese.
that
Angel,
she
confidence?
said that
It
Angel.
was
they
Angel. It was
Right.
But you
Angel.
know,
It
it's hard
was.
for a big to build confidence when your point guard can't make an entry pass.
Right.
Yeah,
The
Lindsay
coach
Allen
can't.
wasn't it.
Again, here we go again. Then it comes to coaching. It comes back to coaching. That's basketball 101 to feed the post.
Yeah,
It was
they
times
supposed
out
to know
there
that.
where
When you got when
it
you
was
got
This
you
times
is the
there,
highest league of. They supposed to know
but it
how to
was
know how to
times she
that
was down low. She had the
highest.
post. They would literally pass all around. They wouldn't even pass it to her.
but that'll be the
So you
veterans. That's the
coach
Dana
not telling
Evans.
them to give her the ball.
Say
A
that
lot
again?
of times, it didn't
You
look
think
like
the
they were
coach
running
not telling them to
anything.
give her the ball?
It looked like they
There
weren't
wasn't. You
running
could tell
anything.
that there wasn't set plays. There
They
was not
weren't
set
running the
plays to feed the
motion.
post.
They weren't running the flex. They were just playing
What
ball.
I saw was
That's
players.
coaching.
What
That goes to
what
show you
I
that's
saw was
coaching.
what I saw was players like Dana Evans get the ball and shoot the ball every time she get the ball.
Right.
What I saw is other players get the ball and just try to make their own offense. So, and this is what the roster entailed. It wasn't no. They didn't. She didn't have nobody else that she could just go to. You
No, no,
take
no,
them
no.
players
That
out.
lets you. What you just said. That's how you know she lost the team. If they coming up the court and doing what you said they doing, that gives evidence right there that she was losing the team. Then
She was supposed to bench him. But even with
Bench
Camilla,
them for who though?
Camilla
Yeah,
played
bench him for
fair.
who though?
She
Anybody, if
played
they're
A-
not
fair.
gonna run the play,
anybody,
if she calling in a
anybody,
play and somebody's inbounding the ball, like I'm not gonna do that. Like what the hell? You're the coach. You're not a
right?
listen. You're not a player anymore. You're a coach now. You got to do that on the spot
Yeah, I would
or
have
take
benched
him
him
out the
out the
game.
game.
But I'm trying to
You
figure
remember
out
what
who she
Phil
gonna bench
Jackson
them
did to
for though.
Scotty?
Who's
He took
out
him out
there?
the game.
You know what? I agree with him on that part because I would have benched him right away. I don't care if I was benching with number 12. I was gonna bench him. If
Right.
they disrespected me like that, yeah, I would have benched him. I don't care if it who I was putting in their spot. I was gonna
Right.
put somebody in their spot because I'm the coach. If that's the play I call, you run that play.
Right. And so
Right.
she
And
was
and
letting
then
them
And
right.
run.
it
But
was a bunch
that's
of
why Angel
turncoats
said
in
she
that
was too
locker room.
soft.
But
Right.
the
She
whole
was
thing
letting them
about
run
it
the
is,
team.
it was a
And then
bunch of
that
best players on the team. When you talk about Carter, Reese, and Cordoza, they all supported her. So damn what a role player think. Let's get rid of the role
yeah.
player who's doing their own thing.
Right.
Right. But I think
Right. And we
that's
agree
why.
with you on that. We
Hey,
agree with
hey,
you on that. But she was losing the team. Teaspoon was losing the team. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes not all Hall of Fame players are good coaches.
That's a
If you
fact.
look at
Amen.
Magic,
Amen.
look at
Magic,
That-
Magic.
yeah.
He
Good
tried.
example.
He tried. Because you know why? Hall of Fame players, when they coaching, they thinking, I wouldn't do
Everybody
that.
can do what they can do.
but
Right. There
here
you
the
go.
thing though. Here the thing though. I know y'all
That's
say
why
she
Jordan
lost a
made a
locker
bad
room.
manager.
I'm in here because we got B Will back, got Tony right here. I want to hear from him.
Yeah, bro.
But y'all say, but here the thing though, y'all say she lost the locker room, but bro, them players are unhappy because they didn't get the opportunity that Angel Reese Cardoso got, bro. I just think that's what
Right.
it comes down to.
But
They didn't
but
get them
show when you
touches,
say that
but they
again,
wasn't. But if you
yeah,
put any other coach in that position, they would have did the same thing because Angel Reese
I don't think
Cardoso
so.
are two of the best
I don't think
I
players.
so.
do.
I
I
don't
do.
think so. I don't
I
think
do.
they would have did that with any other coach. I don't think so.
So what
I don't think
offense were they
so.
gonna run?
Let me ask you a
What coach you
question. All
think they
right,
would?
since you said she would do it to any other coach, you think they would have did that if Don Staley was coaching?
No, that's not what Show's saying. That's not what he's
No,
saying.
she said if any. He said they would have
He
did it if any with any coach.
No, he said that the coach would have still made Angel and Camilla the
The
center.
focal point.
Yeah,
She got a
yeah,
lot of
okay,
food.
yeah. We get that. We get that part. But what I'm saying, you think them other players, them veteran players, would have did what they'd have been doing if Dawn was coaching them?
No, because
No,
Dawn would have said
no.
They'd
They would
still
have
been
ran the
jealous though.
play. They wouldn't have just disrespected the coach not running the damn inbounds
no,
play.
no.
Because
Dawn
No,
would
they wouldn't do
have
that to any other coach. They
they would
knew
have got
she was
too
a
many.
rookie coach, so you know how it is. They thought they could get away with that shit, and they did get away with it.
Man, look here.
and I
Dana Evans and her Hey Angel was complaining about her going to the bench. Y'all forget that whole point right there.
Yeah.
no.
She made a big deal out of that. She said in the SN interview, she wished she would have had a little bit more grace. You know what she talking about? Starting. Because she
Right.
felt like she
Okay.
been there for all those
Again,
years. Hold on, sir. Hold on.
go ahead, bro.
Teresa Witherspoon gave her the opportunity to show that she is a starter and she's capable of doing her job and helping them win. I pulled out the stats. I don't know if I still got that on here? And it showed when she was on the star lineup, they was like a negative 24. Every lineup she was in, it was the worst lineup on the floor. Teresa Witherspoon made the proper adjustments, took her out the lineup, put Kennedy Carter and Lindsay out the lineup. They started winning. So let's not act like she ain't make no kind of adjustment to help them get on track. She did.
She did, and
But
even when
here's
she
the
put her in
thing.
the
But
second
here's the thing.
Yo,
quarter, even when she put
But
Dana in the second quarter, that still didn't work because we would be in the lead,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden Dana them come in, and then the team catch up and pass
Turnovers.
us.
Turnovers.
but then that's when, as a coach, when you see that, because that one little issue can cause turmoil within the whole team. That's when you go to management and say she got to go. Find a way to get her
Huh?
out of it because I don't need that. Yes, that's what coaches do. That's what
Yeah,
good
but
coaches
who they were
do.
gonna get for her because they couldn't get nobody. That's why she wasn't
Hey, how
traded.
about this? You know what? Sometimes you got to tear it all down to build it back up.
But
You
who
got
they
to
were
get
gonna
those
get for
players
her?
out of there.
you can't
Well,
Nobody
just
they could
do
have
wanted
been.
her.
You ain't
They
doing
could
that
have
in the
been.
season, dog.
you can't
Kim folk.
just
You
do
can't
that
do
It
that
every
doesn't
in the
time
matter.
you feel
season.
like it.
Nobody wanted her.
Teams do it all the time.
You
Teams
can't
But
do it
just do
all
nobody
that
the
wanted
when you
time.
her.
feel like
Who
it,
they
bro.
gonna get? They have to get something.
Kim folk. They traded.
If I'm giving you somebody if I'm giving you somebody, I need to get something back that's
like
even worth a while.
Like the Marina trade went through because
Other
she still
teams
had
have
value.
to agree to trades too, brother. You forgetting that part.
Say that again.
Other teams have to agree to trades too.
Well, of course. I mean, of course that now if that doesn't happen, of course, then you have, you just got to do what you have to
Well, they
do.
tried.
But
That's the
one thing
point.
about,
That's the point.
but that's why there's a difference between,
when
but
they
there's a
tried
difference
to trade
between.
Marina, they tried to trade Dinah too, but nobody bid. Nobody
Well,
wanted.
that's okay, but that's different now. Now, if they try to get rid of her and nobody
They
wants, you
did
can't
try
do
to
nothing
trade.
about that.
On her request,
Right.
she wanted to leave. They couldn't trade her. So even if she did, so no, hold on. This facts. She, according to her age and according to her, she wanted to leave. They couldn't find a trade partner. So even if Teresa Witherspoon would have said we want her gone, they couldn't trade her. Don't nobody want her. What the bro? When you watch
that's
them
different
play,
now. Nobody want her.
Have you watched her?
That girl is
Like,
untradeable. The only person that will take her is where she went to for the international, Portugal or Istanbul or wherever the heck she went to. That's the only
they
place
might
that
have
want her.
took her out there in Poland or somewhere like that. But I don't even think they would have took her on the French team.
But here's my thing. Y'all saying I hear y'all saying you and Saw saying, oh well she didn't coach, she didn't do a good job. Kinfolk, do y'all not know? I'm gonna repeat this again. They was projected to be 12.
He overachieved, homie.
12. Even with a injured roster, they was never at 100%. Never.
Okay.
At no point.
But we already know.
Hold on. I'm not done. Hold on, Kinfolk. Hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
Hold on, Kinfolk. Even E. Will gets hurt. That's when they got Camilla back. And then, this is the crazy part about it. I see if she would have sat on that old rotation and was hard-headed about it and kept starting Dana Evans. She literally pulled out the best rotation, the best start lineup, the stats and the film back up. That Lindsey Allen, Kennedy Carter, that Marina Mabrey, Angel Reese, and Camila Cardoso was the best starting lineup. Look how many starting lineups they had to they used this year. Angel Reese was the only consistent starter on this team all year long. You know how hard it is for a coach, any coach, forget a rookie coach. For any coach, you know how tough that is, bro. And then when you start rolling, you beat the defending champs. You got to trade one of your key pieces. And and you think, okay, you're gonna trade Marina Mabrey. What you trading her for? I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a good piece back. No, you go out there and get a draft pick and 2 bench players that was barely getting playing time. So, and there was 2 guards. You already got guards. They let you know they was on bull crap the whole time. You ain't go out there and replace her with another small forward. You brought back 2 guards. 2 guards? How do you trade a wing and get back 2 guards? Do that make any sense?
So now let me ask you a question. By you saying this, are you trying to say that management was sabotaging Teaspoon?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's where you're going. Okay, that's where you're going. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's where you're going. All right.
They didn't care about winning, making no playoffs. Let's just be honest. Go back.
So basically,
management. They was grilling.
Kinfolk,
hold on a second. They was grilling. Yeah. That was grilling the GM. They was grilling his ass in that exit interview. They're like, sir, we want to know. Are y'all looking to compete the next couple of years? Are you serious about competing 2025? Go back and look at it. That was grilling him. He couldn't even answer the question directly. He wouldn't answer. He just said, well, we're looking for our guards. We're looking at forwards. But other than that, he wasn't really answering no question directly.
So basically, you're saying that management and the coaching staff was on two different wavelengths.
Absolutely. You see what's going on now? Is she still there?
So then if that was the case, what was the reason? So then if that was the case, what was the reason of even hiring her?
So did you just
asking him that?
You didn't hear the man?
No, I'm just saying in general, what would be the reason of hiring him?
Asking him that.
Had a relative that
you need a built-in scapegoat.
The man who was in a
there
little
you
while
go,
ago,
Priest.
he had a relative that worked at Wintrust, and he told us that the unofficial word was that they wanted Teaspoon to tank, but she didn't. And so that's why they got rid of her, because she wasn't doing what management was asking her to do. You didn't hear that?
So, can I ask you a question about that though? Because if they wanted them to tank, Dallas already has their pick,
Yeah.
and LA is already gonna do that. So even if they tanked the best they could, they still wouldn't get. They
The
still
top
would be
pick.
in the top 4.
Everybody,
That's what we all
everybody
said.
isn't going to get Paige. We know that, but they may have somebody else in
But
mind.
they won't get Paige or the other girl or the other girl or the other girl. They're still gonna be 4. Even if Dallas gets 4th, they're gonna get 5th.
Well,
Their
they,
best bet
No,
is
that's not
I mean,
true.
Toto
even if
and
they
That's
do
not
get, I'm
true.
sorry,
or
even if they
Fudge.
do get 4th, Dallas is still gonna get their pick. So
No,
they're still
they
not gonna get
they
No,
have
because
Paige.
Dallas will probably be
Sarge,
third or second. So no, they wouldn't
yeah.
get their pick.
what make another thing that makes sense, Sarge, is this too. Say if they get the worst record in the league, they still not guaranteed to get the pick because it's
Yeah,
a
but
right. They're
with
not.
lottery.
It's not a
tanking,
lottery, right? Because it's a lottery, right? Is it a
But they're
lottery?
getting
Yeah,
yeah, but
because
you have to have
by
the
them
worst
Yeah.
not
for like 2
making the
years in a
playoffs,
row.
by them not making the playoffs, and Dallas didn't make the playoffs, they are guaranteed to get a lottery pick.
nothing. It's gonna be a swap. If you,
They
bro,
are going to get a lottery pick though.
they gonna get a pick. No, hold on. To be sure, they're gonna get a pick. But if they get a pick higher than Dallas, Dallas likely gonna swap picks with them.
Swap
Which
it.
means
Right,
Right.
but
Right.
if Chicago,
both teams are going to get a lottery pick though.
yeah. But they not gonna get they're not gonna get any pick higher than Dallas and be able to keep it because Dallas smart gonna swap the pick.
You
Yeah.
know what this reminds? You know what this reminds me of? I'm gonna put it in a football tech, in a football story. This is the same thing that happened with the coach with the Miami Dolphins with Brian Flores. Management wanted him to tank, and he wouldn't tank, and they fired him. So sometimes you have management, they do stuff like that, and they bring coaches in because they officially do want to tank because they want to get that draft pick. And I guess Teaspoon was just at the point, well, I'm not tanking. I have a good team. I could work with them. And that's probably what could have happened too.
But
Yeah.
but look at where they at right now. They're in what place they in right now? They're in
10th
fourth.
place, right?
Yeah, so that's third.
They can't get it though, but they made the playoffs. So they're not in the top 4. They're not
They
even
didn't
in the
make the
lottery.
playoff. They did not make the
Oh,
playoff.
that's right. They
So
didn't
they're
make it.
gonna
Atlanta made it. My bad. Atlanta
yeah.
made it.
Right,
So
Atlanta. Mhm.
the Sky and Dallas,
I
they're
think
both
they're
gonna
ninth.
get
I
a
thought they were
lottery
ninth.
pick.
I thought they were 9 too.
No, they're
Did it?
guaranteed
No, they
to
got
get a
10th
lottery
because
pick.
they were 13 and 26, and Washington got 14 and 20 something, and then Green was 15 and something.
But they take the last 4 teams and they shuffle them around and decide who gets the number 1 pick.
Well, you
And
know what? With everything there. Mhm. Okay,
so
finish up. I'm going.
so I was just saying, so even if say if Sky ended up with the number 1 pick and Dallas ended up with the number 2 pick, Sky is still in there.
Yeah.
They're not going to get the number 1, but they're going to get the 2. Or
You know,
if
you
they
That's
know.
if Dallas. Yeah, that's
yeah,
if
or
Dallas get number 1.
if Sky ends up with number 2 and Dallas end up with number 3, Sky going to get the number 3. So they
Yeah,
still going to get a very high pick.
right. That's why I kept saying, look, I feel like we can make the playoffs and still get the pick. Either way,
Right.
say if they would have, let me see, we would have had to go up 2 more slots. We would have been like the sixth pick, probably in the draft.
5, I think.
Well,
5, I believe.
5,
Yeah.
yeah, 5. We would have been 5 probably. We
Yeah.
could have.
well, you
That's
know.
a good chance we would have jumped to 3. Yeah, even
Well,
though
you know what? With
But
all this
clearly,
controversy,
I'm more clearly if you pay attention though, I'm more believing what Roger said more than anything, because that kind of make more sense to me. Because the way they put the roster together, you can tell they wasn't trying to make the playoffs.
Right.
right? And but here's the other thing with that organization. But everything they did, and you look at it now, who's going to want to coach that team? That's going to be the issue.
Right.
Just finding a coach. Who's going to want to coach that team?
Yeah, people saying that now. That's what Sheryl Swoopes was saying.
You know,
I think
They
they
got
already got
they got a
a coach.
bad
Salute.
history. They
I
got a
think they
Hey,
bad
already got a
history.
coach in mind that wants to come and coach Angel and Camilla.
What's up, show?
what up? What up,
that's what's
Kim
going to
Funk?
have to happen. Yeah, that's what's going to have
What
to
up,
happen.
Cam? What up,
Somebody
homie?
who wants to coach them
What do you do,
too.
pre?
That's what it is.
But I think that nobody thought that Angel was going to be as good as she was this year. And so I think that just threw a whole monkey wrench in the Sky's plans because they, like somebody said
Right.
earlier, that they thought they were going to be like Indiana, get like 2 high picks for like 2 years in a row, and
Now,
then that.
but
But
everybody that Angel, you were following Angel back in college to now. You knew that Angel was a dog.
Right.
She was
yeah, but still,
there.
they didn't think
Trans,
it
they
was going to
didn't think she was
perform
gonna
this way.
They
This
thought they thought it was gonna take her a couple years to develop.
translate.
right, because
Right,
most rookies
right.
do. Most rookies don't come into their own to like year 3.
Now, Moki her before she get ready for the for the for the WN. Moki
You
was
breaking up.
get
You
ready.
breaking up a little bit.
Huh?
You breaking up a little bit, Miss Tony.
I'm sorry. I would say Moki was training her for the WNBA. She was
Yeah.
getting her ready for that because she
She
knew
said
what she was going into. Angel even told them in an interview that she knew when she came in there, right? She was not going. She was going to come in there as humble because that's when they were all talking about Caitlyn not she gonna get a rude awakening and stuff, and Angel said, "Well, I'm just coming here to be humble and learn from the vets."
she said
Right,
start from the
but
bottom.
they didn't
right.
think
And then
it
when
was
they
going
started her and thing, she got her first well, not with AT, not with AT. I think it was Nafissa Collier gave her first lesson, and she said, "Well, I don't want to ever feel that again." And that's when she started saying, "You know what?
Yeah, she did say that.
I'm a come and show y'all what I can do." And
yeah,
that's when she started stepping up.
but when they drafted her though, they didn't think Angel was going to be this good. That's why she dropped to number 7 because
Yeah,
nobody
that's why.
thought she was going to be
They
this
Yeah,
did.
good this soon.
Right. Right.
And
yeah.
so, but
She threw a
Angel,
wrench into everything. She threw a
Yeah.
Wait,
wrench
can
into
I
everything.
ask you a question?
she came in and just
When
blew it
did
apart.
can I ask a question? When did breaking records came be more important than winning championships?
Well,
during
It's
that was the
the era.
narrative. You know
it's
what
not
that was? That was just the narrative that
right.
they wanted to bring to Caitlin Clark because she didn't win in college. See, the plan was for her to
You
win in
spent
college
four
when she went.
years. You spent 4 years in college, and the only thing you got to your resume is to say you broke some record.
Well, the plan was before she got to the WNBA, she was supposed to get a title. But
Yeah,
since she never was able to get the title, that's when the narrative changed into the breaking of the records. And then
right.
it got to a point to be the narrative got so bad to the point where it had to be you ain't even have to win a championship to be a superstar, to be an
Right.
all-time
That's
great. That
LeBron
was the
blueprint.
narrative.
That's the LeBron
That was the
blueprint.
narrative. You know, all Caitlin Clark is, like I tell people all the time, if you watch Caitlin Clark, and if you know basketball, that was the whole Pete Maravich thing. Pistol Pete was doing the exact same thing she was doing in college with the passing and the shooting and everything. And he never won nothing, but they considered him as an all-time great. And that's the narrative that they do. But she was supposed to get a title, but LSU and South Carolina derailed that. So then that's when they changed everything. That's why if you notice with the Olympics, they don't talk about her whether she belongs on the team. They know she don't belong on the team, but the narrative is, but she's going to bring people to the seats.
Right.
That's why you
Yeah,
put her
I
on the team. If
agree.
you listen,
Yeah, they
they
kept
never
saying it
said she
was
was right.
Big facts.
marketing. They
Right.
kept saying
Mark,
marketing. Yep.
right. They keep
Okay.
saying marketing. They don't talk about because and if you watch the Olympics, it was too physical for her. She wouldn't have been able to survive in that. She wouldn't
They
even been
already
able to
said that.
play.
They said she probably wasn't
Yeah,
gonna play.
yeah. But they kept saying
Here's the thing.
marketing,
Here's my
marketing.
question. Okay, so ESPN keeps saying that 2.5 people viewers watch the game, 1.5, 1.9 watch the game, 1.2 watch the game. Now, here's my thing. Is this the truth that you are changing the truth because nearly that amount of people regularly watch ESPN? Everybody watch ESPN. So
where's the difference? Show me something in black and white where that particular game you had an extra 1 point something people watching that particular game.
See, but you have to understand too, with the Caitlin Clark situation, if you notice with her, they always have to change the narrative because every time when they say she bring in the seat, she brings in the people. She's bringing in the people. But what threw a wrench into that was when they said the person, I don't know if it was a male or female, who recorded Angel Reese game, and she had just as many or maybe even more watching her game.
Yeah.
So that kind of threw a wrench into that. That's why if you notice with Caitlin Clark, the narrative is constantly changing. It's constantly changing.
Yeah, because they said in
Remember,
her last game it was 2.5, and I'm saying there's no
LeBron.
way 2.5 people watched that game, and right, you regularly have that amount watching around the world on ESPN.
Right.
It don't matter what show, what sporting event is on ESPN. That's the regular views that you get. So where is these extra people that you're claiming that they're getting? Right. And if
But
you're
that's
not
it.
smart enough to think
We all
about
know
it,
they
you're
Right.
going to think
There
that
you
she's some
go.
greatest thing of all time.
So
Right.
again,
There you
this
go.
all
adding
goes
views. They
back
be
to the
buying
point
views.
that Angel exceeded expectations on and off the court. They didn't see
Right.
Angel coming. They did not
Right.
see her coming. They didn't
Right.
take into account all the supporters and stuff that Angel had, nor did they think that she was gonna be this good this soon.
Because
So Angel,
even look at now. Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand how they didn't see that. Angel Reese is in a show for LSU, a
either.
show that just came out. Like
And
when
that's
they
what I'm
talked
saying.
about
Because
her
if you
in
follow her, you
NIL,
see
it was like she was
doing
big.
the same. She was doing the same thing in college. It don't make
because they
sense.
were so focused on
She was
Caitlyn.
famous.
They were
And you
so
know,
focused on Caitlyn.
yeah, and you know how the narrative changes all the time. Just at the series with Connecticut, when the reporter asked Dejanay, "Oh, did you really mean to poke her in her eye?" And Dejanay was like, "What are you talking? I don't just constantly just want to just poke him in the eye." And then the following question, she goes, "Well, I saw you and Mabrey laughing about what happened, laughing like they was doing, like y'all knew what y'all was doing." But that was here we go again, changing another narrative now. Now Caitlyn got bumped out of the playoffs. Here's the narrative. Oh, they was assaulting her. This is what they wanted to do. You don't see them
They,
laughing. It changes all the time, the narrative. It changes
yeah,
all the time.
And that,
they even asked Caitlyn, did she think that it
right.
was intentional?
And
she
said no.
laughed about it. She was
laughed.
like, no, it
She
wasn't
said you
intentional.
could tell it was a
Playing
basketball
ball.
play. If you look at the video, it was a basketball play.
Right. And I'm gonna say this one thing too. Connecticut, if you watch them, they came together and you could tell they wanted to get Indiana out of it just to get that whole Caitlin Clark situation out. Yes, they just was like, we done with her.
I agree.
We done with her.
I agree.
And we
Yo, panel, can I jump in real quick?
We thank the sun.
Yo, panel, can I jump in real quick?
Good.
Go ahead.
I just came on the live because I came here to listen to some Chicago Sky Talk, all right? So it was kind of amusing to me that y'all just spent like the last 10, 15 minutes talking about Caitlin Clark.
Here you go.
Talking about how many views she draws or doesn't draw and whether or not her views are made up. Like, guys, like, don't ruin this for me. I know a lot of y'all don't like her. I know a lot of y'all don't like her game.
It has nothing to do with not liking her. It's
Anywhere on the
without liking her.
Bogard, we know you love Caitlyn. We know you love her.
Hold on.
We're not going to say that. We're not going to let you say that. It's not that we don't like her. It's nobody don't like her.
Nobody dislikes her. We're just saying, we're just talking about narratives.
Bro, God, don't come on here with the narratives, bro. God, don't do that, bro.
Bro, no, it's not. It's not about a narrative, bro. I came on because
Bro,
y'all
God,
need
you
to
better
stop
than that,
talking about her. No, this is
this is how the media manipulates this shit. Like, I'm not
No,
joking.
no, I can't let them get away with that. The media is not manipulating. You're right. It's the media manipulating, and they always changing the narrative.
Right.
Everybody
They're
on this
trying
panel
to
think
make other
right.
players look bad. They're trying to hype her up to put the other players down, and that's not right.
It isn't right, but it's like, okay, I'm just gonna draw an example. You know, like how Trump would say something stupid, and then the media would cover it for like days and days and days and
Bad
days.
example. We can't use Trump, bro. We can't use Trump. That's a bad example.
Bro, but that's exactly what it is. It provokes response. They provoke the response out of you. That's literally what
You could use like LeBron or something like that if you're doing a personality, because LeBron's friends in the media cover him a certain way. But it's
right.
Look,
LeBron
man,
blueprint.
But also,
it's I mean, come on now. Don't nobody on this panel hate Caitlin Clark, man.
Like,
Stop.
Nobody said no. I'm not saying that you hate her. I'm not saying that you hate her.
Let me. You said I know
to.
y'all don't like her. You
Are
did.
you
ask
saying you just want
you
this
don't
guy?
like. When I said, guys, when I
Brogard.
said that you don't like her, I mean you don't like her as a player, and you don't like
No,
her.
Brogard. Sir, you came in at the last part because for the last how many hours we've been talking about Teaspoon and the whole Chicago Sky thing.
Yeah, the
You
last
came in
3
at the
hours.
last
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
last end, and
We
then
talked
you
about her a
just
couple of
assume
minutes.
that we all hate Caitlyn. We don't hate Caitlyn. I asked
Nobody
them
said
a
hate.
question.
Nobody
I'm
said
the one
hate.
that asked the question that I wanted to know about the stats that they were talking about 2 point something people million watching, when that's the same amount of people that always watch ESPN. So where's these extra 2.5 million people
That's
coming
actually
from?
not the same amount of people that watch ESPN.
All right. Okay.
How
All right.
Yes,
Do
it
a
is,
search.
bro.
Go
Came into the conversation.
Okay, I'm not gonna go argue with
how that they
All right,
underestimated.
I'm gonna get out the chat because apparently I'm distracted. I'm causing confusion.
They put
Now I want to
inflated
ask you a
views on her
question.
shit, bro.
No, I'm gonna get out the chat.
When you go
You can buy
to, you
views
said that we were talking about Caitlyn for the last 10 minutes, but you wanted to hear Chicago Sky News. So let me ask you, when you go over to the other channels, you never hear them talk about Angel Reese?
I don't go over to the other channels. I literally do not hang out in Clark's spaces because all they do is shit on black women.
Including Angel Reese? Okay, thank you.
Including Angel Reese, and especially Angel Reese. I don't go there.
Okay, well, thank you. So, but anyway, the reason how Caitlyn's name came up in the conversation, we were talking about that nobody expected Angel to do as well as she has done on and off the court. And that's how she brought up how on the very first game, they didn't even televise Angel's game, but somebody took out their phone and recorded it, and she had like 2 point something million views. That's how Caitlyn came into the conversation. We weren't sitting here hating on Caitlyn all night.
I didn't say that you were hating on her all night. I said that you were talking about her for the last 10 minutes.
So what's wrong with that? We talked about Asia earlier. We talked about Nafisa earlier. We talked about
I don't think we
talked about many different players tonight. We talked about Enrique. We talked about many players tonight. Why can't we bring up Caitlyn's name?
No, I don't think we talking about Caitlyn. I don't think it's talking about Caitlyn per
I think
se.
she was more
We
talking
talking
about the
how the
media.
media, right? We talking about how the
Right.
media
Yeah, that's not
is shaping the
Caitlin Clark.
narrative.
You know,
That's what
yeah.
it is, right? We wasn't talking about Caitlyn.
Yeah,
Right.
her as a person. Yeah, we didn't say anything bad about her as a person.
We saying how the media
So
is
if he
manipulating
listened
it.
for 10 minutes, he couldn't have been listening.
He couldn't have been listening for the last 3 hours that we've been talking about everything.
I've been in here from the look. Show talk to him. I come on your channel all the time, bro.
Yeah, but you said we've been talking about Caitlyn for we talked about everything else for over 3
Yeah,
hours.
come on here and cap all the time.
Yeah, we were just talking about how the media.
All right, I apologize for coming in
You
the
right,
chat.
you right. Hey man, you right.
Hey, hold on. We got a lot of
They
people
only
on.
hear
Come
cause
on.
confusion.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in the back, everybody.
I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step out. Okay,
All right,
guys.
bro, God.
I'm gonna
Hold on,
step
bro,
out.
God.
Thank you.
I'll step out, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out.
Go out, I'll go out too.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Man,
Oh, I had fun.
man. Well, all
What
the
up?
fun people leaving. Oh, Mr. Claude. Mr. Claude
What
is
up?
building, brother Claude.
What up, my boy?
I mean, It's the ratings. The ratings talk is kind of what made me jump up.
In Alabama, my mama from Alabama, Demopolis, baby. So you got a bloodline in here with you, boy.
That was up, boy.
That's what's up, Montgomery, Alabama, right now, baby.
What's up, family?
I'm from Michigan.
What you got?
South in the house tonight.
What you got? What you got on the top, my boy? No.
Oh, for what? Let me run first.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. It was actually to the point that the lady was making about the ratings, right? There's certain channels like say Amazon, you'll be hard pressed to find their ratings publicly available, but especially when something is highly rated or highly viewed, they love to promote it. They love to push it. Most television stations, right?
Who you talking about?
When the lady, I don't know which lady up here was saying like about she thinks that the numbers or the ratings that they're putting out there is skewed, false, or misleading. But there's something that I came across from other content creators. They like to put out the TV ratings on different sporting events, right? And so far for football, we know football is king. This season, USC LSU had 8.62 million on ABC. That's a Disney product, also run by ESPN.
Hold on, what we
right?
talking about, Kim, folks? I thought we were talking about
Ratings.
Spoon.
Yes, I was here for y'all when y'all was talking about that too. But like I said, what made me jump up when the lady said 2.5 million viewers or 2.5 million people tuned in for that Fever game. I just wanted to point out something to her. In most cases, when the people's they promote certain ratings, is because they was favorable for them. Any of these stations. So yes, it may be valid, and it may be also try to draw more interest into the sport, but it's more likely it's valid.
But let's stick to the topic though. We ain't up here talking about numbers, Woda. I think that's why you came in. Woda, you ain't slick.
Showtime, I love you. I've been watching.
Woda, you a slick dude. You only come up in here. You only come up in here to
2.8
cause confusion, bro.
I've been
to the topic.
Yeah.
I don't know what he talking about, but
go ahead, bro. What up? Go ahead, bro.
Bro, Claude, my name, y'all already know me. Some of
Bro,
y'all
Claude.
already know me. Being on Simply Ball, dropping with my main man, K-Shop. Showtime, you my guys. You know what I'm saying? I watch you all the time. This is my first time on your panel, but I do see other ones on there. You know what I mean? They all know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, you legit. I love your show. You're a youngin' that's doing his thing. I appreciate what you're doing, brother. I appreciate your platform. I appreciate how you trying to put out the real information. You're doing a hell of a thing, man. I'm in Chicago, you know, I'm in the windy, so I'm boots on the ground also, you know what I mean? So right. The only thing I wanted to, you know, I heard about what the panel was saying. It's a narrative, dog. It's a narrative that's going on. And like I said in my chat, I'm hurting right now because that Spoon my coach too. You know what I mean? Spoon is my coach. And I prefer no other for right now what we dealing with in Chicago until we get to the next level. You know, I do believe in elevating the thing, but taking care and getting rid of Spoon did not make the sky better at this point. You know what I'm saying? It did not make the sky. I don't know what they're gonna move or adjust. But far as coaching and developing, Spoon knows how to do this. She does this in the NBA. So, you know, I just want to tell you, Showtime, you know what I mean? You right on point with what your, you know what I mean, what your show talk about, what your show is headed to. I appreciate it, man. A salute to you. I'ma always be here when you invite me. I just want to drop the link. And then this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Bro Gab, know better. I wish you could have left him up because I have his lunch all the time. Bro Gab, everybody else.
Hold on, who?
Bro Gab. Bro
the
Gab.
brother that came up that was talking earlier.
Bro Gab, no, he's an Indiana Fever fan. He loved Caitlin Clark. I love Caitlin Clark because I'm a guard man, but Angel Reese is my girl. Period. Point blank, 10 toes down, and that's just how I told you at war. You feel what I'm saying? This is what I do. I look, I got the green on, but I'm blue in the heart. You feel what I'm saying when it comes to the sky? So saying what I'm saying, nobody cares about what the narrative is with Caitlin Clark. Nobody gives a shit. We're not here for that. All we doing is, and what your show is about, what happened in the affairs that happened today, which was bogus as hell. Yesterday, rather, which was bogus as hell. We should not have got rid of our coach, but I want to see what the Sky do. I'm not off the train because Angel is still there. So I'm not jumping off the train. I'm on the train. I'm on the ship. I'm a ride or die. But the thing is that I'm very, very hurt, and it was very irresponsible. You know what I mean? I've been doing this thing and around basketball for over 40 years, bro. For over 40 years, I've been around this game and this thing here. So, you know, I'm just going to tell y'all this. If we don't clean up the higher-ups, ain't nobody going to come here, because the shystiness in Chicago, every professional player that has played for us, even Miss Parker, you did Candace Parker, even Miss Parker say it's these shysty stuff going on. So hopefully Dwayne Wade can kind of change some things by Dwayne Wade, D-Wade being involved. Hopefully he can get some understanding and how this thing go, because he's from the real league. You know what I mean? When I say real league, meaning he's from those back rooms. He's from them upper room decisions, because he was the number one player on the Heat. You feel what I'm saying? So he know how these decisions and things go. So, you know, saying that to say, I'm hurt. I appreciate you bringing the topic up. I hope that we can do better. Showtime, you got a hell of a show. You're a hell of a dude. I'ma always be here. You doing your thing, and love everybody else on the panel. Peace.
Hey, I appreciate it, my guy.
Salute, bro, Claude.
Hey,
and so I do have something. So, and just briefly, if anybody else want to go, I can wait in a second. I do have something.
Hold on a sec. Let my boy Brooklyn. What up, Brooklyn?
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all feeling today?
Bro,
oh Lord,
hey, that's my youngin. That's my youngin.
Bro, Claude. What's up, bro, Claude? Showtime, Pre, Bodie Mac, everybody else on the panel. I don't know your name. What's going on, everybody?
Brooklyn, talk to me, man. How you feel about Teaspoon getting fired, bro?
I felt like I feel like it was a bad decision. I feel like she didn't get enough time with the team to really. Of course, she was a rookie coach. Of course, she made some mistakes, right? We called them out, but everybody made mistakes. You can't expect nobody to be perfect. And I think with the lineup she had, and obviously with the climate of the new fans and everything that happened and shit, I think she did a pretty good job. I think she get a good grade, right? Even with the mistakes and everything. So I don't like it. You know what? This bothers me a lot, but Jeff, and I see everybody struggling with the last name. I believe it's Paglioka, if I said it correctly. This is the first move he made that I didn't understand and I don't like. So I'm gonna still give him grace, because every move he made thus far I like, but this one I really don't like this move. The only way you can make this move make sense is if our next coach is 10 times better, right? Like if we get a coach that is like, oh, okay, I understand why they make this move, then I could see it. But if you just get just another coach, it hurts my heart, because I felt like Teaspoon put her identity on his team. And unfortunately, everybody didn't buy in. We already know with the vets and everything like that. But I was really looking forward to seeing Teaspoon, because the way I felt, and I kept saying it all year, I felt like we had 3 real starters and we was playing the rest of bench players. So I wanted to see what she could do when she had a full lineup, when we could go maybe like 6 or 7 deep into the bench, maybe 8 or 9 deep into the bench. What can she do then? I wanted to see that. So hopefully I get to see it in the future with another team maybe, but it's unfortunate. I felt like they made this move prematurely. But I think if you make a move like this, they had to be feeling, because I heard a lot of people takes. I disagree with a lot of the takes I heard. I think everybody want to be conspiracy theorists and all that. If I had to guess without knowing, without speaking to GM or without speaking to management, why they made this move, it had to be they either felt like she lost the locker room, right? or they just didn't like the play style she was running offensively and defensively. Maybe they just didn't buy into it. Maybe they felt like it wasn't good. You know, it was at times we questioned it as well. So I think it had to be those two reasons. I don't know about everything I'm hearing on the internet about why, but I think they had to believe she just, or the other third reason, this is more of a I'm not sure about, but it's possible. I would have to get more information. Maybe they felt like because of what happened with the vets on this team, maybe they felt like she wouldn't be able to recruit vets in the future. And we all know in 2026 it's going to be a big year because the whole league is free agents. So maybe they were just trying to, you know, rectify that now because maybe they think she's not going to be able to get vets to come to the team in 2026. I don't know, but that's my thoughts on that.
Oh, good. Now, what you were finna say? Oh, he already left. Who was finna talk?
No,
That was
me?
you, Wody. Wody, there you
Yeah,
go.
that was me. That was me.
Go
Me
ahead.
to that because I was listening in on the conversation. And some of the theories that was brought up brought some things to my mind that I really wasn't taking into consideration. But and I hope it all ties in well. When this news came out yesterday or so that Teaspoon was getting let go, the first thing that came to my mind actually was Kurt Miller. And the reason being was most people would assume or that was watching the league is like the Sparks were seeming like they were intentionally trying to tank, right? And for all intents and purposes, Coach Kurt Miller is an experienced coach and a good coach, right? Am I right or wrong with that? So even with them knowing that most people looking at like the Sparks are, yeah, they trying to lose. They don't look like they trying to win games, but still his head was thrown on the chopping block, right? But they're more than likely going to get the first pick, you know, in this coming draft, and they're going to have a great super team. When this news came out that Teaspoon was getting let go, what came to my mind was like, oh, well, with all the potential revenue coming to the league in another year or two, a lot of teams are probably it's gonna be a real cold feeling in a lot of WNBA front offices. They're probably gonna start approaching things like how NBA teams approach things, where it's like, yeah, we're gonna tell you in your face, hey, we want you, we love you, and I'll trade you tomorrow, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I felt like when that came, like, oh man, they playing cutthroat cold games because they trying to get butts in the seats and they trying to sell tickets, and they know that the evaluation, the team evaluation dollars is on probably an upward trajectory from how things are looking right now. It's not gonna be all that family friendly, like, hey, buddy type deals going on. Like, nah, we gonna get you up out of here if you're not making money type deal.
What up, Green? What's good, my boy? Yeah, man, we'll see, bro. We definitely gonna be tapped in, seeing what's gonna happen next. Anybody else? Anything else y'all want to say?
I also want to chime in and say this also might be a Kennedy Carter thing too, because we all know, like, we feel like can't nobody coach Kennedy Carter but Teaspoon. And with her temperament, maybe the organization really didn't want Kennedy Carter back. And maybe they didn't like how much Teaspoon played Kennedy Carter. You know, this is all stuff I'm speculating because this don't make sense to me, right? If you think about it, first of all, I still think the future of the sky is bright. But when we all thought about the sky, we knew we had a core three. And we had a coach that knew how to coach that core three. But I don't know, maybe because remember Kennedy Carter interview, she said she want to come back to the sky, but she also want to be someplace she's wanted. So we all know Teaspoon wanted her, but maybe the organization didn't want her.
Yeah. Well, John,
Hey.
John, you good, bro?
Yeah, I've been here. What's up, man? I'm finally somewhere where it's no noise. Bro, I've been on here for 2 or 3 hours waiting to speak my piece about this. First of all, I don't agree with the decision either. They didn't even much give that lady another chance to level up that team. They just looked at her as a scapegoat, I'm guessing, because all these players that she had on that team, bro, there's really nothing she could do about that, but just have them work their hardest to win some games.
Hey, Priest. My bad, I ain't mean to cut you off. Hey, Priest.
Yeah.
Bro, guess what?
What?
Bro, Karl-Anthony Towns finna get traded to the Knicks.
Oh, word for Julius Randle.
Randall?
We don't need that.
Karl-Anthony Towns got traded to the Knicks.
For
We
Julius
don't
Randle.
need
Are you
that, bro.
serious? For real?
Hell yeah.
We don't
Who they
need
traded?
that. I mean,
Who
it's
they
a
traded?
good, it's a
Julius?
Nah,
big,
you
but
need him. You need him.
What was the deal? What was the deal, show? It was
I
Julius.
don't sign the
Anthony
deal yet.
Towns is playoff inadequate. So I mean,
it sounds like
I
Julius
could
Randle.
understand it. Listen, I could
Come on, bro.
understand it.
Don't
The
be hating
reason
on
why they
that
did
now.
that is because if you playing through Jalen Brunson, you need a power forward that can catch and shoot threes.
Nah, they might finna trade him for Randall, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
guarantee you, bro.
saying. They wanted to catch. They wanted to catch and shoot. Power forward. That's really because they was. You know who they was trying to
The
get.
Knicks finna win.
They the Knicks was trying to get, but they
win
Please
couldn't
don't
what?
get
like
him.
that.
What's the
Win what?
dude?
What the
What's
Knicks
the
gonna
dude from
win?
the Jazz name? I forget the dude from the Jazz. The white dude.
Oh, the Knicks already was going to win. What you talking about?
Look,
Gonna win
hey
what?
man, look, we'll talk about that.
To win
We'll
the
talk about
East.
that on the street.
Calm
Look,
down.
The East.
look.
The East.
All right, Pre, I'm good on that, Pre. I'm leave you alone. I just want to mess with Pre, man. You good though, John? Yeah, it's for Dante DiVincenzo on Julius
Preach,
Randle.
you a Knicks fan?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a Brooklyn
He
Net
can't
fan.
stand
Yeah,
it.
but look,
Brooklyn Nets fan.
look
Julius
though.
Mr.
Randle.
Luther,
John,
I
you
would.
Joe,
That's a
you
bad
said the
trade.
wrong piece of news. You said the wrong piece of news.
Randle hurt like every year,
Um,
half a year.
y'all
but
gave
look,
Terrence Mann 3 years, 47.
yeah, I know. Nah, I know. We'll talk about that Monday. We
Okay.
worry about that Monday. We'll wait on that Monday.
So that
It's
whole
in the
Nova Knicks
card,
thing out
trust
the
me. It's in the
window then,
card.
G. That whole Nova Knicks thing out the window.
Hey, y'all done though? Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's,
We
Yeah,
closing the show out.
let me just say this. Let me just say this real quick
go
about
ahead,
the
son.
Sparks. Magic said he's about to take over,
The
and
Sparks?
he picking a good time to take over because he's in ownership.
You talking about the
But
Sparks?
yeah, because
Yeah.
think about it. Brink's
Oh, he
gonna
is?
be there. Hamby's there. Miss Jackson is there. Man, and they're
And
gonna
they
have
might get
Hey,
paid.
like I
shoot.
said, we finna spark
If,
some shit up. That's all I'm gonna say.
if they don't get paid, they got Kiki. Because if
Yeah,
they
we
get
finna
pick
cook.
number 2, they still got a good
We
pick.
cook. Y'all cooking. Y'all cooking over there. Hey, man. I'm gonna say this though. Tomorrow, I want to say first of all, roll tide. Well, first of all, hold on. Before I get to that, I appreciate all my people in here locked in with me. We had another great show. And tomorrow, roll tide. And it is my birthday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Happy blessed birthday, man.
I appreciate y'all. I will be in here. We gonna go live.
I'll tell you happy birthday tomorrow.
Yeah. We worry
I'm
about that
gonna tell you.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna tell you tomorrow.
The cash app. Y'all know the cash app look like.
All right, what time you going live?
We'll worry about that tomorrow though.
What time you going live?
What we gotta do. I'm gonna do Dion them in the afternoon. Then we're gonna do the Alabama game tomorrow night.
Take this off.
I appreciate y'all. I should have waited till tomorrow to say that, but I was just saying. Look, I appreciate everybody though tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm out of here.
All right, we good, panel.
Hit the bell, everybody. Hit the bell.